whom he blames for the funding lapse.
Like cutting vast numbers of people out, cutting things that they like, cutting programs that they like.
And this shutdown could drag on, with neither side showing signs of backing down. Sagar Magani, Washington.
From the KMOX Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. With the government shutdown, private payroll processor ADP is the only game in town when it comes to labor market readings, and the news is not encouraging.
ADP reports that the private sector lost 32,000 jobs in September. And on top of that, August was revised significantly lower to a loss of 3,000 jobs. On the surface, it's further proof of a tightening labor market, with consumers increasingly worried about the ability to find a job if they lose their current one, and it also backs up the Federal Reserve's September rate cut. Wall Street odds are expecting a second straight quarter-point cut, with slight odds now for a larger half-point cut based on the ADP report.
Jason Brooks reports the government shutdown means that there won't be a weekly unemployment claims report on Thursday or the September jobs report scheduled for Friday. Dow from Stifel up 33 points to 46,431.
No change at all in our weather pattern. High pressure sitting right on top of us, letting our temperatures warm up each afternoon and keeping the humidity low, not tapping the Gulf of Mexico. Partly sunny skies. Let's again warm it up to about 88 degrees. Tonight, there'll be some clouds around, but all is dry. 64 for the overnight low. No change on Thursday. Sunny skies, 88. Thursday night, mostly clear, 64 on Friday. Instant replay again, sunny and 88. Not a lot of change in our weather until the two hurricanes out in the Atlantic get moving deep out to sea. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by Sachs Financial, 81 now. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 1041 FM KMOX. Happy Wednesday. I asked the guys earlier when we were having lunch, I'm like, this is Wednesday, right? Like, I was terrified it was Tuesday.
Please tell me it's Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like Wednesday. I was pretty sure it was Wednesday, but it was going to be a screw-in.
What if the time had reversed and it made it Tuesday again?
Oh, that would have been a rough one.
Even like, damn it.
Not going to lie. So I have a story to tell you guys, and I asked the guys whether I should tell the story, and they said 100% yes, because they don't care if I get fired.
But mostly Rachel.
Mostly Rach.
I will take the blame.
She was the one.
Like, jumped right in there, like, let's go.
But I will give you a caveat. It's a little gross. It's a little bathroom humory. So don't call and curse out Maria Kina. Just go away. It's nothing wrong with taking a segment off. You can come back at 1:20. We'll talk about something more pleasant. But it happened, and so I wanted to tell you the story. It made me giggle. So let me paint the picture. Last night, I was leaving, and we have a new guy that runs the urban station named Talus, and we become pals. He's super cool. And I stopped by his office last night and just sat down shooting the crap, and he was just so nice, and he's just taken with the show, and I just love the show and your stories. You're so funny. So I pulled out of the garage feeling good about myself, and tuned in to Redbird Rush Hour Sports, as I always do. And as I told you, even though I've had my own show for 25 years, I get really geeked out when other people are talking about me. And I was hoping that they would. And so sure enough, as soon as I pull out of the parking garage, Wheels and Matt Pauley are talking about what we talked about on the DGS. And I think I was even smiling to myself. And just as I got to 14th Street, which is one block into my drive, I pooped my pants. Just trusted a toot.
Whoops.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
And
well done it.
It was just like, just like, if anything makes me believe there's a God, It's that kind of thing.
It's the humbling.
It's a humbling.
He's like, I'm feeling good. Oh, no.
Wait, now, was there any doubt in your mind before you let go, or you thought I'm perfectly safe here? Where all systems are go.
I didn't feel like it was a risk.
Okay.
I didn't
This
feel
seemed
like
like
this was a shock to you when
it
this happened.
Yes, it was.
This seemed like a safe space.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Like I've shared with you guys.
Yeah.
I just don't toot. There's something wrong with my makeup. I just don't.
Maybe you save them all for the middle of the night.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'm just unlivable. But yeah, I was just like, oh, now I get to do this. Hunky dory. So I already have really bad driving anxiety from getting rear-ended last week. And I'm driving the same way home and I'm passing the exit where that lady hit me. And I'm just clocking everybody. And now I'm doing it like that, not knowing what the damage is. I don't know what I'm about to find.
Yeah.
You didn't have like any napkins that you could like stuff down the...
What?
I don't know how that would help.
You're not doing that while you're driving?
Well,
You're not, maybe.
Did you just say that you could stuff down there?
Yeah.
What's that gonna do?
Soak it up a little.
Oh, come on.
He didn't say it was that kind of.
I was so classy with the way I told the story.
I feel like this is classy.
I was so careful.
This isn't more or less classy.
You're right, Dave. That was a very classy.
I mean,
poop
like,
story.
I thought
Thank you.
for a
Thank
second
you,
there, if you said like, did you have like a towel or a t-shirt to sit on for, just in
Well,
case?
that's gonna ruin your
the
towels
seat,
and
yeah.
t-shirts.
That's fine. It's better than ruining your car, especially.
It's not
a
better than
rental
ruining.
car.
It's not better than ruining your napkins, Kevin.
No, but you risk a lot by going in there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta have. I mean, by that point, you've gotten some idea of what's going on.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. That's
Eric says, I hope you have insurance on that rental.
they're gonna be like, what happened in here?
it was like that when I
It
got
with like
it.
8 air fresheners, just to be safe.
It was like that when I got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it was nothing like that. It was like when I got home, I was underwhelmed. Like,
Okay,
okay,
so you were like, all right, it's not that bad.
we're okay.
That's
Good,
good.
good.
So
good.
a napkin would have.
No, it just make more of a problem.
You
Because
got
you're
a window.
sitting. You're sitting.
I got to be honest. I could have been driving a truck full of napkins and I would have never had that thought.
Yeah, that's a for home, or like if it's that bad, stop at a gas station
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
That's what a regular dude would have done. I probably passed 8 gas stations on the way home.
I do understand, like, if you had something there, even like an old fast food bag or something, like just under you to protect the car. I get that.
I knew it wasn't that.
Yeah, okay.
I
good,
knew it
good.
wasn't that.
You knew it wasn't unfortunate.
So
I
I'm sorry. I'm just curious. When this happens in the car, what's your strategy when you arrive home and it's time to exit the car?
You got a penguin walk.
Yeah. Just
You like
walking like a cowboy that just got off the range.
yeah, there's no easy way to do that.
Nope.
You're just like, well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah. God has spoken.
Well, I mean, you're a special circumstance in all of this.
How's that?
You only have one layer.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
you don't
Yeah.
have you don't have
Buffer.
you don't have an enclosure.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's just me and my jeans.
It's like, well, Dave's like pegging his jeans at the bottom before he gets out of the car.
I know these two. They're just celebrating.
I mean, I laugh because look, I've been there. I know what I know.
What percentage?
Yeah, I've
what
been there. I've used the
percentage of
napkins.
People have done it.
Everyone
Oh.
has
Everyone's
done
done it.
At
Everyone's
some
been
point,
sick,
whether they
you know.
admit it
Yeah.
or not, maybe they're not, bad luck. I mean, I've had the car issue.
You remember?
before.
I mean, you remember my story when I had norovirus in February.
Is this going to get us in more
yeah,
trouble?
let's not. Yeah.
Well, you remember what I told you when I was driving and I could see my house.
I don't, and I'm not sure I want
Yeah.
you to say it.
I shouldn't go. No, I should not. This is
Okay.
not.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
This is not one of the classy ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more of a podcast story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was ever so ill.
Yeah. Well, that sucks, Dave.
So yeah, and to me, I wouldn't even have told the story. It wouldn't have been funny, except for the giant fall I took.
Right.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a normal thing and you're just like, whatever. But like when it's like, I'm feeling great. This is awesome. Look at that.
Pretty
I got
good.
people love me. And then, oh no.
Man, it's good to be Dave.
Dang it.
Possibly go wrong on this drive home.
Oh no. Do not like.
And I must have looked insane to everyone driving down 40 with me because I'm already freaked out looking at everyone, waiting for them to take a wrong turn. Now I'm going home to an unknown project.
Dave looks like a small prey animal out of the prairie. Like, what? Looking left, looking right.
Really
like, uh-oh.
did. Really did.
Were you leaning?
I was genteel.
Yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
shift a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So got that going for me.
That's
How's
nice.
that going for you?
Yep. Speaking of cars, Andrew has a new one,
Mm-hmm.
and you and your better half are having a little trouble.
We're just going back and forth on who gets to drive it when, and there's some tension, right? There's some tension because I thought it was assumed that I would be, I would be the one driving it. She thought it was assumed that she would be the one driving it. And neither one of us were like, I don't even have to say it. I mean, she knows, he knows. I don't even have to say it. And so when we finally did say it, there was a little bit of a conflict.
It's joint property. You
It
guys
is.
are married.
It
You
is.
bought a car. It's half hers. But you got it from your dad.
Mhm.
What made her think it was her car?
She thought it was her car because she's the primary on the loan because she has a better credit score than I do.
I'd say it's her car.
No, absolutely not. We share. Here's the thing. Whenever the roles are reversed, it's like, well, this is our money. We share money. We're married. We've been together 15 years. And whenever it's something like this, she's like, that's my loan. That's my money. And it's like, got to work both ways.
Can't you guys work out a custody agreement?
We have worked out a custody agreement.
All right.
And the custody, because the thing is, unfortunately, we both love each other, so we don't like being mad at each other or seeing the other one upset.
He'd
So
rather have the car.
He'd rather
Eventually.
be angry and have the car.
Man, I wish I disliked my wife more.
I wish I hated her so I could drive the car.
So unfortunately, as soon as we start having some kind of conflict, then we both just go like, you should just take it. And then I'm like, no, you should take it. You're the one who needs it. And she's like, no, you're the one who needs it. And I'm like, well, yeah.
Well, then right then you should have sealed the deal.
Yeah, well, because I was like, well, yeah, I mean,
I have the upper hand now. Let's go.
And so we're just gonna I think we're gonna settle on like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday type
You
deal.
really do have a
It's
custody
a
arrangement.
full-on custody agreement. Because the thing is, that car is so great, and the other car we have is so not great that it's like it's such a wonderful experience to drive one and such a miserable experience
Yeah.
to drive the other one.
I get it.
It feels like a full-on sacrifice to be the one that's driving the less good one. And that one's fine. It's like a fine. That was our good car until a week ago.
Yeah.
It's all perspective.
I know. I feel bad for the car because now we're like, I don't want to drive the stinkmobile.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's like it went from being the favorite child to now it's like, oh, I don't want to be stuck driving that thing.
Scott Burbank says, having a bad day. You guys make me laugh. Thank you. Sorry about that, Scott. Hope your day gets better.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott.
Thamber says, seriously, Dave is giving heat to Andrew when he pooped in a cup. Too good for napkins. Point of parliamentary procedure.
Yeah, there was no cup involved.
I didn't poop in the cup.
Yeah, you didn't
I
poop
was
in the cup.
preparing to.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
it went away.
Yeah.
Then it went away.
Yeah. That's the way that goes.
Napkins work, man. I don't know.
I mean,
I
come
think
on.
they do.
Napkins work.
I think that's a big risk when you're
Yeah.
driving down the highway.
It's exactly. And then
Hit a
if
bump,
you're
you're in an unfortunate situation. No way.
yes,
No way.
You could be injured.
Not going in that room.
you're risking making a mess.
Yeah, you're risking
By going into the danger zone in the first
do
place.
no
Okay.
being
harm.
contained.
So the assumption here, when I say napkins, the assumption is the mess has happened. We're not preventing anything. Now we're healing.
Right,
But
but
the
like,
mess
where
is
does it go when
contained.
you're done? You're not. Are you leaving it in there?
No.
Well, then there's a risk because you're breaking containment,
It's going out the window, man.
dude. That's it.
I'm in a
No.
crisis at this point, brother,
Pull
man.
your car over.
I'm
then.
in a crisis at this point.
Lord, this
Out
guy-
the window.
This guy with the excuses.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
reading in the car, driving down the left lane with crap in my pants, and I'm going to throw out a I mean, what are we doing?
Okay.
What are we doing?
So now we're worried about littering. Now
Yes.
littering is our number one
You're
concern.
literally throwing crap out the window.
That's a little more.
We're
than
talking about
littering.
how we are in a
That's not littering.
That's human
No,
waste
that's
you're
disgusting.
throwing out.
we are in the highest level of crisis that a human being can be in.
Your car over.
Have you done
And
this
we're
before?
concerned about the Native American tears flowing as I throw the
I don't want it in my
napkins
car.
covered in.
Have you broken this seal? Have you done this before?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not making up a scenario.
I thought we were talking about fantasy.
You deserve the bad car.
Yeah, I think that you just. Yes.
Everybody, is it lonely up there? How's the view from your high horse, the pedestals that
Just
you all place yourselves
We're not
upon?
putting ourselves. We're just saying we wouldn't. We think it's a bad decision to go in
On
to
the
the
move.
containment, as Wheel said. Like, you're trying to drive as all this is happening.
Yes.
Now you're going down there.
Yeah.
You're.
And I don't think we're on Mount Olympus. I
No.
think
No.
we're at sea level.
Yeah,
I
right.
think most people are listening and agreeing that you should not throw human waste out of
Just
your
pull
window as you
over.
fly down the highway.
If you got to do all that, you just got to stop.
I
That's
don't-
what that is.
I don't
Well,
think that makes
I
me
mean-
like an elitist for not wanting to do that.
I kind of think it does.
Rach, you and your Ivy League principles.
Yes.
May I have some Grey Poupon?
Yes, seriously. I am with my blue collar brothers and sisters where sometimes you got a problem and you gotta fix it.
So wiping your butt in your car
On the move.
and throwing it out the window is blue collar.
Oh, man.
I think so.
You're just one of the working people.
I'm just one of the masses.
Hey, it's Jeff Sachs at Sachs Financial. Did you know that you have a pension and there are ways to maximize how you take it? That's right. It's called Social Security. Find out more at retiresafestl.com/guide. That's retiresafestl.com/guide.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-384-9393. That's 800-384-9393.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
When you want a brand new kitchen, there's nothing to it. There's a brand new way to do it. 3-Day Kitchen and Bath.
Eileen talks about her experience with 3-Day Kitchen and Bath.
A lot of gross kitchen in the beginning, cracked formica, bad floor, ripped linoleum, and I decided to heck with this. I want it done. And I found an ad from 3-Day Kitchen and Bath. I called him. Dave brought all of his stuff. We talked about what I wanted. I chose the materials. It was very easy. He came in. He did what he said. They did it in the time frame that they said, at the cost that they said. His crew was delightful. We came home, everything had been cleaned up. I would say people are silly not to do 3-day kitchen and bath. I just love it. It's just like I moved into a new home.
It's about time.
3 days or less
at 3-day kitchen and bath.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
104.1 FM KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. Stronger than ever.
Welcome back, guys. DGS. Mitch just got here. He says, why are we wiping our butts in the car?
That's what we're saying. That's what we're asking Andrew.
James says, I'm dead. Jesus, Andrew.
I laughed at halfway through that. Poor Mitch goes, what's up, DGS gang? How's the day treating you? Like,
well, you'll find out.
We're in the middle of something, man.
Take a seat, Mitch.
Just sit back and listen, man. You'll learn something today. They won't teach you this in college.
I mean, I learned it there, but
yeah, you have to go to Lewis and Clark.
I went to community college.
Should be now it's like I'm like, do we need to teach this in driver's ed, like not to do this?
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's no driver's ed in Missouri. Whoops.
I've never been invited back to speak or anything at the college, and I'm like, I wonder why.
Everyone put your hands together.
Oh man.
The pride of Lewis and Clark Community College. Here to tell the story about what he did with those napkins.
I haven't either, if it makes you feel any better. SIU, WashU, Roxana, no one's ever invited me back.
Ironically, Lewis and Clark has.
Yeah, Lewis and Clark. I'm a big deal there.
A couple times.
All right. Got my new WashU mug.
Nice.
Show everybody.
Cool. I like a big mug like that.
I do too.
Ooh, I like the base of it. Is that like also, what do you call it? Ceramic, or is it
rubber?
Rubber? Yeah.
Well, that won't bop around in the car then, right?
That's cool.
That could have helped me.
Yeah. Spilling coffee might be the least of any of our problems, according to this segment.
Yeah. Well,
Rachel and I, we have a preschool downstairs from us, and we were coming in yesterday during nap time, and it really, really brought back visceral memories for me. Like, I don't sleep at night. I'm not sleeping on a rug surrounded by other kindergartners, right? And then I knew that milk time was right after, and I hated milk time because they made you drink the milk. Ugh.
Yeah.
I can still put myself back there.
you didn't like milk?
I drink milk every day, but I have to have like a cookie or something first. But just drinking milk, like here's a glass of milk, drink it. No.
I hate milk.
It's very situational for me. I hated napping and I hated milk. And they made me do
at least
both.
now you like napping.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Oh.
I
No,
would.
napping's bad.
I would love to be a napper.
Oh, napping's great.
I'm just not.
Napping's bad because you feel like you waste the whole day.
Depends on the circumstance.
If you can get a good 30-minute nap in and you don't feel awful afterwards, then it's amazing.
Yeah, I would love it.
See, I don't think I've ever had a 30-minute nap where I didn't feel awful.
Same.
I'm just weird though, because when I go down, like I need to be out for a while. Need to recharge.
They just
I
call
use
that,
a lot of
they
energy,
just call that
man.
sleeping.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to sleep for like 2 hours in the afternoon.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. That'd be a good Sweet 16. Things like that we wish we had the trait.
Yeah. Things that we wished we could do.
Yeah.
Like a 30-minute nap and feel super refreshed.
Be pretty good. Tell you guys about Mosby Building Arts. They're having the Out of This World sale. It goes until Halloween, which, by the way, happy October 1st today. And after that, it's over. So a couple of things to highlight: basements, lower levels, unlocking the space beneath your feet, a fully remodeled basement from just $599 a month, front doors from just $69 a month, many other things on sale. They don't do this very often because they have, plenty of business and, just getting through it. But they're doing this for the DGS listeners. So just make sure you let them know that you listen to them on KMOX on DGS. For more information, go to callmosby.com.
Wake up informed. Wake up empowered. Wake up to Total Information AM, your morning must.
Hi, this is Debbie Monterey. I'm Megan Lynch.
This is Tom Ackerman. From local news to breaking headlines to weather, traffic, and the stories that matter most, we've got you covered before your first sip of coffee. Expert analysis, bright perspectives from the people you trust. Total Information AM. Your day starts here. Mornings beginning at 5 on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
I'm Tom Ackerman with this month's Siteman Cancer Center Spotlight. We are discussing breast cancer with Dr. Debbie Bennett.
It makes a big difference who's actually interpreting the mammogram images that you get. We make sure that we have an expert team of breast radiologists that specialize in reading mammograms to be sure that we can get you the most accurate read possible.
Thanks to Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer. For more information, visit siteman.wustl.edu.
Let's check in with Dave Murray's weather forecast, sponsored by the Woodlands of Arnold Senior Living.
It's the first afternoon of October, and high pressure keeping us rather warm for this time of year. Our temperature's running a good 10 to 12 degrees above average. But again, the humidity is quite low. We're not tapping the Gulf of Mexico. Partly sunny skies. Tonight, a few clouds around 64. Thursday, sunny skies 88. Friday, sunny and 88. Don't see a lot of change right through the weekend. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Desk, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
The Woodlands of Arnold campus offers skilled rehab, a beautiful assisted living community, and a secure memory care to keep your loved ones safe. Check us out at rspseniorliving.com. That's rspseniorliving.com.
When we started Neovitin back in 2009, we wanted to create a multivitamin that we would take ourselves. That's why we use quality ingredients in our Neovitin Original Formula multivitamin. With over 20 vitamins and minerals, along with our physician-formulated proprietary blend, you can be sure you are getting the highest quality daily nutritional support. Give Neovitin Original Formula multivitamin a try for yourself. Find it at your local Schnucks, Dierbergs, and online at neovitin.com.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now matters more than ever because now we have new treatments that could change everything. This is Megan Lynch. Join me Saturday, October 25th at the Chesterfield Amphitheater for the St. Louis Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's the region's largest fundraiser to fight dementia and support those living with the disease because now is the time for action. You can join in the fight by registering for the walk at alz.org/walk. That's alz.org/walk.
Hey, Dave, this is Susan L. Ward, and my law firm and I want to wish you congratulations on your 25 years with the show. I am really, really glad that you left family law practice to me, and here's to 25 more for you on radio.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-700-6898. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-700-6898. That's 800-700-6898 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
Dave Glover, celebrating 25 years.
Dave, Tom Ackerman, congratulations on 25 years, my radio brother. You just have this great sound and somebody that I absolutely follow on a daily basis. Just think you're great at what you do. Congratulations.
Sponsored by Law Office of Susan L. Ward.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Attorney Brad Young joins us. Brad, I know you don't respect me much, but
who told you that?
I just feel it. But I just shared with the KMOX audience that I messed my drawers last night driving home. So
I'm not really sure how to respond to that.
Now, you're not one of those guys who's going to say it's never happened to you.
Brad says it never happened.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
That means yes. That means yes. He pled the fifth.
Now, everyone in the audience, if they know what Brad looks like or not, are picturing it. We're all picturing it. I've got a whole story in my mind.
Or Brad's like, the witness is trying to turn this around on me.
Exactly.
Permission to treat Brad as a hostile witness, please.
Oh, sheesh. This is, I was in court this morning. This is rougher than court.
This is like the Inquisition.
Yes. So I wanted to have you on. It's not our typical, like, hey, we have some Supreme Court cases for you to analyze. You're just a smart guy, and there are legal aspects to it. I just wanted to get you on to give us your analysis of this version of the shutdown.
Well, I always like to give spin-free analysis and then separate that from my actual opinion. But as far as just analyzing it, I mean, first of all, the Republicans put forward this clean sheet continuing resolution in order to say, we're making no demands. We just want to continue to fund the government so we can talk. And that's a positive spin on that. The Democrats' position is that, we need these healthcare subsidies to be continued, the Obamacare subsidies, but they don't expire until the end of the year. But healthcare is a winning issue for Democrats, so they're standing united on this. Some of the things that I'm hearing rhetoric-wise from both the right and the left. On the right, they're saying that if they extend these Obamacare subsidies, that means illegal aliens are getting healthcare benefits. I researched that today. I can't find any proof that that's happening. Obviously, if you are an undocumented immigrant worker, if you go to the emergency room, you get care, but you don't qualify for Obamacare health insurance subsidies if you're not a U.S. citizen. So I don't think that plays real true, but it certainly plays to the base. On the other side, again, from the Democrat side, it's not really true that they've got to stand their ground here. They could do a continuing resolution through November 17 and then discuss it. And the Obamacare subsidies are still in place till the end of the year. So both sides, lots of rhetoric. But the bottom line is, from my perspective, it's a sad day when both sides see more political benefit to making the government shut down than they do from working out their differences to get a budget passed. To me, that's very sad.
Yeah. I don't think much of the government, but every now and then the government really shows me that I am just leverage. That's what I am. To some people, I'm just a consumer. To the government, I'm just leverage. To leverage my outrage for their benefit. I feel like the Republicans gave up the high ground on this, just me talking personally, what sways me, by saying that these guys, the Democrats, are trying to give illegal immigrants health care. It's just not true. I mean,
No, it's not.
I researched it myself. I'm not much of a researcher, but I couldn't find anything. There's a federal prohibition on it. I feel like the Republicans have the high ground here where they're saying, look, we didn't put a bunch of pork in it. All we're asking is you get us through November 21st. We'll talk to you about all of your problems between now and then. And first, Chuck Schumer, that guy just needs to go. He is a terrible representative of the left. His day is come and gone. And he just seems like he's whining. So I don't think the government should ever be shut down. Let me ask you this. I think I know the answer. Congress people are paid through the shutdown, right?
I don't know the answer to that. My recollection is yes, they are.
They shouldn't
but
be.
I know they shouldn't be. They really shouldn't be. But frankly, would it really matter? I mean, for a lot of these people in
rich.
Congress, they're independently wealthy. Missing a few paychecks isn't going to hurt them.
Cancel
Who
their
it is going to
healthcare too
hurt
during it.
Yeah, but who it is going to hurt is the 750,000 people who are going to be furloughed. Those people are living paycheck to paycheck. It does impact them. And it just reminds me of the old days back with Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill. They would come out and they would say despicable things about each other. They'd go in the smoke-filled back room, have a few drinks, work out a deal, come out, everything's fine. Those days are gone, I think primarily because of the 24-hour news cycle and social media. And so those days are gone, and we're the poorer for it, literally.
Yes. Totally agree. Any questions for Brad? Sounds like we're all kind of on the same page.
Well, yeah, stop making regular people pay for your political fights. I mean, that's
right.
Again, this gets back to I know I'm repetitive, but this gets back to the same thing I always say. Nobody there cares about you. They don't. They care about their careers, their parties, and power. And maybe there are exceptions, but they don't do enough to prove that they are exceptions. If you're an exception to it, you should be screaming from the rooftops at your own side, not just at the other side. But
no one shouts at their own side. That's one of the worst things we have.
I don't ever want to hear anyone tell me that anyone there cares and I don't care what administration. It doesn't matter. This is not a new thing for me. They're not there for you. They're there for themselves. And we allow it because we don't do our jobs.
Yeah.
Well, it's just for so long, for example, the border was an issue and it still is an issue. But the point is, from Washington's perspective, the political hammer for having that is an issue on either the right or the left. The political hammer to have that issue unresolved is more valuable than fixing the problem.
Yeah.
The same is true with Social Security as well. So everybody knows Social Security is going to go broke in a few years. All right. But the political weaponry, the weaponization of the issue is more beneficial to politicians in Washington than solving the problem. So regular America, we see a problem, like, for example, my job every day. There's a problem. There's 178 problems every day. I've got to fix them. That's my job. But for Washington, it's oftentimes more beneficial to not fix the problem because then you can use it as a political weapon. And that's really where we are today. And that's not what the vast majority of Americans on the right or the left, they want problems solved, not wedge issues used to divide us.
Brad, what did you think? Wheel showed me this last week, and neither of us thought it was real. But at the White House, they have that long hall with all the pictures of the presidents. And when you get to Joe Biden, it's a picture of an auto pen. Have you seen this?
No, that can't be true. Is that real?
True. It's 100% real.
Is it real?
I did not see that.
I was watching Fox News.
I thought for sure it was a gag.
And the little Doocy was doing a bit on it, and he just panned all the way down and showed the Biden one. So unless that was AI, and I got fooled.
Apparently it's not. I just looked it up. They're all everything from Time Magazine to BBC. Everybody's reporting it was real.
Yeah, I'm looking at a CNN story right now where it is it's confirmed as being true. I did not know that. But again, how petty. I mean, are we all 12-year-olds in Washington, D.C.? I mean, I have the humor of a 12-year-old. I just don't run for office.
Yeah. Keep that, I don't know. Keep that out of leadership. And by the way, also, if you want to do that, then you got to be okay with people picking on you. You can't get all sensitive when somebody plays the game back in your direction. Yeah. If you're going to dish it out, you got to take it. Those are the playground rules.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, want me to make you a whole lot dumber?
I've never been asked that question. First time ever.
I had a thought last night, and I didn't want to get up and make a note of it, but I thought it was so good I did. And now it's just funny because it's so stupid. But I was thinking last night, if you put a fully sighted person in complete darkness, okay, total darkness, is there a length of time that you could come back and they would be blind? Or would they come out and be able to adjust and become perfectly sighted as they were?
Well,
I'm basing this on sci-fi movies.
Oh, okay. Well, all I can tell you is this. I in my Boy Scout days, I went and did a lot of cave exploring where it's 100% dark. Also, in West Frankfort, Illinois, when I was a kid, my dad was a coal miner. I went down the coal mine many times where it's 100% pitch black. And when you come out, you are blinded because your eyes are used to the dark. You're blinded for a period of minutes. I don't know if there's a length of time where you would be permanently blind. I don't know that, but you are blinded for minutes when you come out of a totally dark environment.
Brad just went all Bane on us. I was born in the dark.
Well, that's good. So I wasn't completely without reason.
No, but listen, going down in a coal mine was so cool. And today, when I look at what I was doing as a 12-year-old running around the bottom of a coal mine with no supervision, and everybody was cool with it, right? I'm thinking today, all I see are OSHA violations piling up and lawsuits ready to get filed.
Yeah.
But I was running around 660 feet as far down as the arch is up. I'm running around a coal mine. I did it twice a month, and everybody was good with it.
I might have been okay as a kid, but now with my claustrophobia, if someone said you can either ride down and ride right back up or write us a check for 10 grand, I'm getting the checkbook out. I just couldn't do it. That just sounds like literal hell to me.
It's an otherworldly experience to be down in the bottom of a coal mine.
Yeah. Now, as you know, my people come from the same area. My grandpa had black lung, and everyone I knew down there worked in the coal mines. Did they shut them down?
Most of them have been shut down. There's still a few, I think, over near Harrisburg. There's still a couple running over there. All the ones around West Frankfort, Benton, Ziegler, all of those in Southern Illinois all closed.
Gotcha. All right, buddy. We appreciate it. Thanks for being with us.
Anytime, guys.
Tell you guys about Underdog Sports Fantasy app. And don't get tired of this because I'm going to be talking about Underdog all the time. For anyone out there who enjoys sports, especially those of you who consider yourself not an expert, but more than the average bear, that will benefit you because what you do with Underdog Sports app is you pick out a sport, pretty much any of the major sports. You pick out a player or two or three, and you decide based on their statistics whether you think that they're going to go higher or lower than whatever Underdog gives you. For example, when the Cardinals were playing, they might have said Sonny Gray is going to have 5.5 strikeouts. And I say, I believe in Sonny. He's going to have more, so I hit higher. Or Sonny's tired. It's the end of the season. I think he's going to have less, so I hit fewer. And then if you put together a couple that you get right, you're going to win money. You can win up to 5,000 times what you put down. You only have to put down $1. You must be in Missouri. You must be 18. If you have concerns about your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms apply. Go to assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_HTML.
Kingamox welcomes Trans-Siberian Orchestra and their monumental tour, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, to Enterprise Center December 23rd at 3 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. A portion of the proceeds benefit Sightman Kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. And right now, Trans-Siberian Orchestra is offering their lowest ticket price in years, starting at $55 including fees, only for a limited time. For more info, kingamox.com/events.
Glover here for my friends at Cantor Injury Law. Cantor is local, and we're here doing the work every day. We're right here in St. Louis, and we're ready to fight for you. CantorInjuryLaw.com or call 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be solely based on advertisements.
Last month, my business cash flow got tight. Sales were slow. Invoices were late. And payroll was coming fast. My business is everything, and people rely on me. I can't let them down. I applied online at lenseek.com and had business funding in 24 hours.
Business moves fast. Don't wait until it's too late. Whether it's lines of credit, term loans, working capital funding, or revenue-based financing, LendSeek is open for business. Apply now at LENDSEEK.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
This is Justin Brown with Prince Financial Group. For over 6 decades, we've helped St. Louis families and businesses plan with purpose and live with confidence. Is your financial advisor proactive or reactive? If your strategy or service feels stagnant or misaligned, it may be time for a change. Our defined, proactive approach to investments and communication keeps you informed and prepared for what's ahead. Let's talk about what makes us different and how a more engaged advisor can help you reach your goals. Your goals, our mission. Start today at kfgadvisors.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services. Member FINRA/SIPC. Prince Financial Group is not a broker-dealer.
Hey, it's Matt Pauley for i3 Broadband, the internet provider in the Pauley household. I think you'd love it if you had them as well. We've got the 2 gig package at our home. 2 gig upload, 2 gig download, mirrored, and we're spending less money than we did with the cable company for lesser service. Plus, right now, they've got savings over $400 beyond their already low standard pricing. You got questions? They've got answers. Call 877-976-0711, and they've got people there who can answer all your questions, or head to their website, i3broadband.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS. So remember 6 months or so ago when we talked about people not having inner dialogue, and we think maybe Wheeler doesn't, and then aphantasia, which I believe is the inability to visualize something. So I have a question for everyone out there, because I kind of don't understand. I've watched a bunch of TikToks on this, and I've read some articles, and I still don't understand. So the classic is close your eyes and picture an apple. Now make the apple red. Now make the apple green. Now make a worm in it. And when I do that, I can quote unquote see it, but I don't see it. Like when I close my eyes and I'm picturing an apple right now, I got it. I can peel it, but I don't see the apple. I see blackness. Is that how it is for you guys? Like, do you literally see a red apple when your eyes are closed?
It's not like watching a TV screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, it's more like how I would assume a mirage would look or something.
But you see something other than black.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Well, then what do you mean you can see it and peel it?
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I think what you're saying, Dave, is probably what most people are explaining.
Yeah, like I can fantasize in the classic term, or just like relive the first segment talking to Andrew, and I can like watch it like a movie, but I don't literally see it. I just feel it in my brain. It's just kind of it just makes me itchy. Like to think that people can see a red apple when they close their eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's again. Maybe I'm like you, but I don't think it's meant to look like real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think it looks like me looking at an apple on the table or looking at you.
Yeah,
it's not that clear, but it's there, and you can see the different colors. But I don't know if you're so much seeing as you are. Your brain just knows, and it tells you, yep, we know what that is.
But Rach, you like see a smudge or something.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, I'm visualizing something. Like I said, it's probably what I assume a mirage is like, to where it's like a hint of something, or like.
See, I don't even have a hint. Like I have it in my head. I can like visualize, like when I was an athlete, like visualize long jumping, whatever it is. But I don't see it like a picture or a movie. So, which kind of scares me because I always thought I was on the opposite end of that. Like I was like very, very creative and imaginative, and I can, but maybe I'm one of those people that just can't. And I poop my pants.
Well, you got that going for you.
Which is nice.
This is kind of cool, too. I want Andrew to get this professor on. He does experiments on TEE, time expansion experiments. Sort of like when I had my accident last week, it just like that split second when I saw the lady coming behind me, just seemed like it lasted 5 or 10 seconds. And that happened to him as a young man. And he spent his whole career studying that. And he believes that your mind literally warps time, that it's not a perception issue, like something in our mind interacts with space-time. And he says 80% of them happen during accidents. And then the rest of them, very few just happen like you're having coffee, under high stress situations and things like that. I thought that was interesting.
Like, you mean like time slows down during an accident?
Yes.
So that, yeah.
What's his name?
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head.
Albert Einstein.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if you guys relate to this. I do more eBay than you guys do, but I was looking at another minor league jersey, and it was $29.99, or you could make an offer.
Wait, they do those, or was it a store?
Yes.
It's like they do those prices online too. Wouldn't they just say $30?
Yeah. Oh, no. So $29.99, or you can make an offer. Okay, I'll play your little game. So I said 22. And it immediately said declined. I'm like, all right, 25. And the guy's like, declined. And now it's like a pissing match. Now I'm like, okay.
25.04.
Right. And I really wanted the jersey, but I didn't want him to win.
Yeah. Well, don't say make an offer and then turn down $4 less. I mean, come on.
Well,
what do you mean? You want, instead of $29.99, you want me to offer $28.99?
I wussed out and I bought it at the full price because I just wanted it.
Well, I mean, if you still get what you want.
But it like bothered me.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, this guy has no idea who I am.
Why would you say, though? Why say make an offer and then you take what? I would say that $25 offer on a $29.99 is a really fair offer.
Yeah.
And that if I suggested make an offer, I'd probably take that.
Yeah.
It's funny that it was immediate, though.
Yes.
As if he was like, don't insult me.
Yes.
You peon, you.
Yeah. Even though it was purely technology, I'm sure he set like, I'll take 27.
20. Yeah, right.
But I took it so personally.
Yeah, I know you're probably right. I haven't done eBay in a long time, but I bet that's what it is. I bet it's an auto number. But again, why bother?
Yeah.
Why say make an offer? Just leave it at the price. Somebody will buy it.
That's like when we do Craigslist prices right. Someone's selling something for $3 and inviting people to their home.
Hi, I'm Tom Connors. Went to Mark Patrick's hypnosis seminar February 6, 2019. Nothing worked before. Left there and never smoked again. Amazing. Easy, affordable, and guaranteed. A year later, with my wife Michelle, attended Mark Patrick's weight loss seminar. She lost 18 pounds and I lost 43 in 8 weeks.
It's true. He smoked 2 packs a day and nothing worked until Mark Patrick Hypnosis. Now we're losing weight together, eating healthy, full on half the food, crazy, enjoying exercising. Who would have believed Mark Patrick Hypnosis really works?
It's amazing. I can breathe again. My blood pressure went down and I've got so much energy.
So much energy.
And look great.
Stop smoking. Lose weight now without craving, irritability, or your money back. Early bird special, only $49.99 guaranteed. Join Mark Patrick's hypnosis seminar and lose the weight. Stop smoking. Feel great for only $49.99 guaranteed. Saturday, October 18th at the Marriott St. Louis West in St. Louis. Weight loss seminar, 11 a.m. Registration, 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking seminar, 2 p.m. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com. That's right, markpatrickseminars.com.
Michael's Flooring Outlet, been with me for 25 years. Simple. The easiest client I've ever had. Talk to Mike a couple times a year. He is just salt of the earth. He's a big rock and roll guy, super into Kiss, really into Ace Frehley. I mean, I just love Mike, and you will too. And he makes it so simple. He said, like, Dave, I didn't go into the flooring business to have a complicated life. I went into it because it's simple. They get the same products, Shaw, Coronet, Mohawk, that all the other competitors do from the same guy in the same truck. And then we mark it up. We just mark it up less. We give you better customer service and better installation. It's just that simple. 3 locations around town. To find the one nearest to you, go to michaelsflooringoutlet.com.
House stealing. It's a nightmare that's real. It's the FBI's term for thieves stealing your home's title and draining your equity. Just one fake document filed with a recorder, and scammers can own your home on paper, drain your equity, and do it all without you even knowing. Imagine waking up to a foreclosure or eviction notice. Listen to former title thief Matt Cox.
What people don't realize is the ease in which this crime can happen. I can take the deed to your house and I can transfer that deed into my name. It's a great crime, and it's happening all the time.
So how can you stop the nightmare and protect yourself? Find out if you're already a victim now at HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code RADIO and get a 30-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, a title scan, and access to a title specialist, a $250 value. Don't wait. Go to HomeTitleLock.com now. Promo code RADIO.
All right, you got to eat. Everybody's got to do it. And most of the time, I'm going to say it's pretty fun, like trying to figure out, all right, what's for dinner? What's for dinner tomorrow night? It can be a pleasant experience planning your meals. Then you kind of run into the times you're getting pretty busy, life's getting hectic, and figuring out what you're going to eat becomes a little bit more of a nuisance. That's why Schnucks has created the new Bistro case. This is a case in the deli department that is full of unique restaurant-inspired dishes. It includes entrees like blackened salmon, barbecue pulled pork, and garlic grilled chicken, some great side dishes like Mediterranean green beans, sesame noodle salad, and loaded twice-baked potatoes. You can even make it a meal. Choose the Schnucks new Pick 3 plate, which includes your choice of any entree and 2 sides. That starts at just $9.99. That's cheaper than a takeout order. So keep Schnucks in mind when you're wondering what to do for dinner. You want something delicious. You want something affordable. You want something easy. Schnucks makes it easy on you. And make sure you use your Schnucks Rewards app when you're shopping. You do earn 2% cash back on every single purchase. Just go to your app store today and search for the Schnucks Rewards app. It's free and easy to set up.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, we've got a cloudy sky. Right now, it is 83 degrees downtown at the Arch.
CBS News special report. Renowned primatologist Jane Goodall has died at the age of 91. CBS News correspondent Matt Piper reports.
Hello, B.
Jane Goodall could not stop speaking to the animals near her English home, even when a CBS crew came by for an interview.
Hello, seagulls.
Goodall also showed off photos of some of the chimpanzees that she famously studied for decades.
Ollie, grumpy old JB, Flo with little Flint.
The girl with no college education had become one of the world's leading naturalists. Her life's mission, to protect chimpanzees and spread the gospel of conservation.
This planet, it doesn't have infinite natural resources. So what's going to happen if we carry on with business as usual?
Matt Piper, CBS News.
Goodall was in California as part of a speaking tour. The Jane Goodall Institute says she died of natural causes. CBS News special report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
Government workers are already in fear with no sign of any compromise to end the government shutdown.
This Army vet lives near Robins Air Force Base in Georgia and says the shutdown is attached to politics, but lawmakers need to remember.
It's hard to take serious one side fighting against the next side. These are real things in the lives of people.
In New Orleans, Terrence Johns works for the USDA, where some 42,000 workers are now on furlough, and says it's hard.
Make ends meet while having to expend the cost of
driving to work every day. Allison Keys, CBS News.
The last government shutdown lasted 35 days. Mayor Kara Spencer is concerned a prolonged shutdown could hurt the St. Louis area economy.
We have a lot of federal employees here. It's heartbreaking to see the sort of mess in D.C. right now.
However, one area the mayor is not concerned about is FEMA's individual payments being halted due to the shutdown.
That should not be impacted, at least right now. We're not understanding that that's going to have any immediate impacts on those direct payments to residents.
Spencer says she does fear a prolonged shutdown could slow the debris removal, which FEMA recently announced they would help fund. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
Another product recall.
More than 320,000 even flow car seats are being recalled after the Boston-based company discovered material from the headrests could result in a choking hazard. Federal officials found that pieces of foam in the headrest of certain even flow Gold Revolve 360 Slim and Revolve 360 Slim can be accessible to a child and can increase the risk of injury. All of the affected models were sold in the U.S. and Canada. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
From the KMOX Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. St. Louisans have a new international destination they can fly directly to from Lambert, St. Louis, London. The flight is seasonal for now. What does British Airways need to see for it to become permanent? Senior Vice President Gloria Chow Vanderwell says,
one of the things that we really look at is what is the potentials of bringing financial benefits, connecting to people. What does the network look like? It is always our strategies to start small and then continue to grow.
Tickets are on sale now. The first flight takes off April 19th. The Dow from Stifel up 114 points to 46,512.
It's the first afternoon of October, and high pressure keeping us rather warm for this time of year. Our temperature's running a good 10 to 12 degrees above average. But again, the humidity is quite low. We're not tapping the Gulf of Mexico. Partly sunny skies. Tonight, a few clouds around 64. Thursday, sunny skies 88. Friday, sunny and 88. Don't see a lot of change right through the weekend. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Desk, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
And right now, downtown at the Arch, we've got some clouds. It's 83. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Brought to you by your local Lennox Premier dealer, Scott Lee Heating.
Scott Lee Heating's Premier Dealer distinction means you'll be working with the best the industry offers. Learn more about our special savings opportunities on Lennox products by calling 314-756-9444 or visit us online at scottleeheating.com.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Wednesday. So, as you guys know, on Fridays, we have George Mackey on. He's been on probably the whole 25 years with me. And he was talking really, really highly of a restaurant lately. So I told Andrew, let's get him on. So we have Amy and Bobby in from Amalia.
Yes.
Is that right?
Cafe Amalia. You got it.
Amalia.
Amalia.
Amalia. That's a tough one. Yeah.
It is.
Everyone calls it
Amalia.
So it's the
because
opposite of what I
phonetically
said.
it looks like it would be Amalia.
Yeah.
But it's Amalia. Right.
And that's your grandmother.
Yes, that's my grandmother's name, who I'm named after, but everyone calls me Amy, but I'll answer to both.
Okay. So give it, like, first of all, introduce yourselves. Forget about the restaurant for a minute. Just like, what got you here?
Well, I guess what got me here, Bobby? Well, Amy and I have been friends for a really long time. And it's funny, my husband was friends with her too independently. So when we got married, we kind of argued like, Amy's my friend. No, Amy's my friend.
Who's going to get Amy?
Yes. So I would say fast forward, I have this yoga studio in Kirkwood, and next door was an empty building that sat vacant forever. And I called Amy and said,
Three times she called me 3 times. I must interject here.
Yeah.
I said, I know you have a full-time career, but you're really, really great at food. And I have this dream of having a coffee shop, and I don't think a coffee shop standalone is going to sustain. So what are your thoughts on partnering in a cafe? And I talked her into it, and here we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I had nearly 3 decades. I was a dental hygienist, and I thought about it long and hard. I mean, this bird landed on my shoulders 3 times, and I thought to myself, maybe I should think about it. Because, food and hospitality are really the heart of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And this place is more than just coffee and food. It's a way of bringing people together.
Yeah.
And that's really like one of the main things about the Greek, I would say, hospitality.
Yes.
It's just like sharing food and love all around the table.
Yes. So when she brought it up, did you think, well, I believe I have the chops, but I don't know if I want to do it? Or were you questioning your chops?
I wasn't questioning my chops. I was questioning, like, I don't really initially, I was just questioning myself, really. Like, I have the chops to do the work and the grit, but I thought, well, it took us a second, but then I thought I want to do what makes me really happy for the rest of my career, whatever I have left to work. So this really brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
And I have met amazing people along the way, being a dental hygienist, that they have touched my life. I've touched their life, but this is something so different.
We have similar backgrounds. Like I told you, I became a comedian through WashU Law School, and you became a restaurateur through dental hygienist.
Right.
Yeah. You never count yourself out. You never know what's going to happen. So, Bobby, do you have a background in this?
I have no background in this.
Just had a great idea.
Yeah, I have a nightclub here downtown, so I have bar experience, but I have no kitchen experience. I always joke, if I was in charge of the kitchen, we all starve. But to give some context, Amy, during COVID, maybe it was post-COVID, started cooking for me and my family. And, it's different to cook for a group of people versus cooking for a restaurant. You have to pace the kitchen. You have to do all of these things. And we've been open for 3 weeks, and she's rocking it. So,
well, I'm really thankful. The community has really embraced us from the get-go, from the day we opened the doors. I mean, it's just been amazing to see all that love and outpour from my friends and family, the community. The Kirkwood has just been amazing.
Yeah.
All the neighbors, they're like, we've been driving by, waiting, eagerly for it to open. So I can't say enough about the community.
Is it pretty traditional Greek fare?
So it's not your traditional Greek street food. It's a little bit, you can actually be good or bad at my cafe. Like,
Okay.
I do serve French fries. So,
Okay.
and lots of salad, and everything's fresh and grilled right there. So there are a lot of options.
Yeah. So, like we talked about, I have lots of Greek friends, and my best friend's Greek. And I know how important the homeland is, and they're always going back, and they go to their little village. Like, have you done the same thing?
Oh, yes. I've been doing that since I was a kid, because my dad, all his side of the family is all there.
Yeah.
Right. And my mom has her family here, but my dad has no one here. So that's how I was immersed into the culture, just going every other summer, I would say. And spending time with my grandparents there, and my aunts and uncles. I have tons of family back home.
Yeah.
And your parents are there now, right?
My parents are there now. I cannot wait for them to come back. They've been there for 6 months. It's time for them to come home. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They need to come home because I need my mom's help.
Whenever we do like a little bit on the show, like, what's the best bite of food you've ever had? I always tell the same story. 2 weeks after we took the bar exam, Noel and 2 of our buddies went for 8 months in Europe. And we were, I think, in Santorini, and we're just walking those little streets. And there was a guy hawking his restaurant, and he's like, come with me. And he takes us upstairs, and he has this wall of rotisserie chickens. And past that is the Aegean Sea. And he just ripped a piece of chicken off with his bare hands and handed it to me.
Yes.
And it's probably the best bite of food I've ever had.
Oh.
Like, that moment was just like a snapshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I call that? Food worth eating.
Yeah.
That's like my main thing. It's like, it has to be food worth eating.
So if someone kidnapped your kids and said, you got to make one dish and you're either going to get them back or not, what's your go-to dish? You got to wow someone.
It would probably be my moussaka. It's the layered with eggplants and potatoes and mincemeat and bechamel sauce.
Are you trained, or is this from grandma?
No, I'm not classically trained. I have learned by my grandmother. That's definitely who's my inspiration behind all of this.
Yeah. Is she still with us?
She's not, unfortunately.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes. But lots of her friends are, and they have come to visit the cafe, and they've all said so many beautiful things about how proud she would be of me. And it's just nice to see them and compliment my food. And one of her best friends came in the other day. She brought me this beautiful plant. And she said, your guy would be so proud of you. And she's like, this tastes like her pizza.
Wow.
So that was the best compliment she
That's
could give
super
me.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because they're
great.
tough.
Oh, yeah.
They're tough critics.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I've met a few old Greek women.
yeah, they're tough. They
Yeah.
can be.
And they're
Yeah.
honest.
They're honest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'll-
There's no filter.
Yeah, you'll know if you're fat or not. No.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You don't need a scale. They'll let you
No.
know.
Yeah, for sure.
So what vibe did you go for the restaurant?
Oh, inside?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say it's so the wallpaper is fig and leaf on the back. And so that figs are like really important to my dad. So I thought I have to have something about everyone in there. So I think it's the light blue ceiling kind of, mimics the sea. And I have some Slim Aaron's paintings and a local artist here that drew some things for the bathrooms. My niece is also on the wall. So it's just, I think Bobby and I sat down and we talked about the floor, but Bobby's like, wouldn't it be cool if we do like a black and white floor? I'm like, yes. And she's like, let's do a Greek key around it. She drew this out like on a piece of paper. I have this piece of paper. So we have little elements in there that just are, part of the Mediterranean.
What would you say sets you apart from Olympia and Michael's and places like that?
So I those are staples. Those are like, those have been
The
around.
OGs.
Yes, those are the OGs for real. Like I love Michael's. I love their Gyro salad. So I don't have traditional Gyro. Like I don't have Gyro on a spit. I personally do not like that. So I won't serve it, but I will eat it once in a while. I crave it. I'm not gonna lie. I do crave a nice Gyro. So, but I just I would say what sets me apart is I have more of like freshly made things that are in house. My pastries are made in house. So I would say that those are probably the differences.
And the other two aren't open for breakfast or lunch.
Yes.
Oh, I guess lunch they are.
Right.
But
And I serve breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like a Greek breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
When I'm in Chicago, every breakfast is at a Greek place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Tempo in Chicago. Tempo is like the best.
Yeah. That's like a pilgrimage.
Yes.
Every single time. You intrigued, Wheels?
I'm hungry.
Well, I did bring some snacks
see.
for you
They're
all.
right behind you.
Yeah,
so
I
you
did bring
just-
some of my favorites. I brought you a Gyro salad, a chicken Gyro, and an Olympian stack.
Oh, what's that?
The Olympian stack is beef tenderloin with caramelized onions, Havarti cheese, a little horsey sauce, arugula, and balsamic glaze, and roasted red peppers.
Take those onions off, you're in business.
Just
Yeah.
yeah. Just
They're caramelized.
hands out of the way.
It becomes sweetened.
He has reflux.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
we don't need any issues.
just take some Pepto. Pepto does well.
Yeah.
Take a Pepsi AC.
So, Bobby, what's your nightclub downtown?
Europe nightclub.
Where's that?
So it's at 15th and Washington. I partnered with a man that I used to work for in college. He had Europe nightclub at, I guess, 1521 Wash Ave. So, yeah, I got out of college. He needed a partner to reopen, and this is our 15th year that we've been in business.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Congrats.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah. It's been much longer than 15 years since I've been to a nightclub. So,
I think the last one I went to was Velvet, Club Velvet. Remember
yeah,
that?
mine was 64 West. Probably don't even remember that one.
Never even heard of that one.
Yeah, I'm old. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
Rupert's.
Rupert's.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Oh,
I used my fake ID there.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah. I went there one time. My famous story about that is I went to the bathroom and there was a bathroom attendant and I didn't know what that was. I'm from South Roxana and I was spraying myself with Jacquard Noir and I started leaving. He's like, it's traditional that you give me a gratuity. And I told him the truth. I said, I don't have $1. And he goes, you're here to pick up women and you don't have $1. And I'm like, yes. And then like 25 years later, I was doing an event and a guy walked up to me and he goes, you don't remember me? And I said, yes, I do. You're the bathroom attendant. And he listened to the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Talk about coming full circle.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah.
That's St. Louis for you.
There you go. So one more time, the name, the location, websites, anything like that?
Yeah. So we are on 10907 Manchester Road, Cafe Amalia. We are open Tuesday through Sunday. And it's 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and on Sundays from 8 to 3.
Excellent. Very nice to meet you guys.
Thank
Good luck in both of your
you.
ventures.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Nancy Cartwright. You may know me better as the voice of Bart Simpson. On Simpsons Declassified, we're diving into the mysteries that keep the Simpsons forever young. Have you ever wondered how the Simpsons regularly predicts future events? Who better to ask than the show's creators, performers, and writers, the celebrity guests? Be sure to follow and listen to Simpsons Declassified wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Get this, 42% of baby boomers don't even know how much money they have in their nest egg. If you're not sure where you stand in terms of getting ready for retirement, you should be listening to the All Financial Hour with Steve All.
Let's sit down and talk about your questions, because I think that's the most important thing that it is out there. It's what questions do you have?
Saturday mornings at 10 or Sunday evenings at 6, right here on KMOX.
Welcome to Coffee House. How are you today?
Hi, great, thanks. May I get a sea salt caramel latte with almond milk, extra caramel, extra shot, iced,
Gross.
and to go, please. Did you get all that?
No, I was just ringing you up for all the extras. Can you repeat your order, please?
Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna go.
Stop paying extra for extras. Get fancy coffee without the fancy coffee price at Quick Trip. Raise your coffee bar.
With new treatments in the fight against Alzheimer's, now is the time for action. Join the St. Louis Walk to End Alzheimer's Saturday, October 25th at Chesterfield Amphitheater. Help us see a world without Alzheimer's. Register today, alz.org/walk.
Hey, Dave, this is Susan L. Ward, and my law firm and I want to wish you congratulations on your 25 years with the show. I am really, really glad that you left family law practice to me, and here's to 25 more for you on radio.
11:20 a.m., 104.1 FM, and streaming on the Odyssey app. KMOX is with you, however you listen, wherever you listen.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 220. What do we have coming up? I can't read all that. Tired. What do you think of the playoffs so far? Day one.
They've been interesting. I mean, every game was
Yankees,
close.
Red Sox was really cool.
Until the Dodgers beat up on the Reds last night, which was just, it was crazy to watch Hunter Green get hit like that.
Yeah.
That's how good the top of the Dodgers. I mean, like literally right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani hits the ball 118 miles an hour against a guy throwing 100. I mean, just come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
Didn't he hit 2 last night?
Yeah, he's silly. And then obviously Teoscar Hernandez went deep. But other than that, the other 3 were intrigue-filled. They were close. You know, Cubs pulled ahead a little bit late, but it wasn't like a big win or anything like that. The Yankees, Red Sox had all kinds of back and forth. I mean, we saw there's some controversy about when they took Max Fried out. They took him out, I think, after 90 pitches, and Aaron Boone's getting a little crap for that. But the story there is the Yankees scored 1 run, right? It's not that you took your pitcher out and you gave up 3.
Yeah.
It's that you didn't score more than 1. And they had the bases loaded, nobody out in the 9th inning against Aroldis Chapman, and they did not get a run. Of course, he's nasty.
Do you think they should have sent Goldschmidt?
He didn't get a great jump, and you do not want to take that risk with the lead run. You probably take that risk when it's the tying run, right? But you needed 2 there. You were down 2. You don't take the risk with the lead one and risk the out. And you do have to count on those next 3 guys to do something.
Yeah.
They have to do something, but it was like strikeout, pop-up, strikeout, see you later.
Yeah.
That easy.
Rach, tell me about Biden's palm cards.
Okay, so I saw this on Fox News's website yesterday. I was just kind of looking for some different show prep. So they were able to uncover these note cards that the Biden administration would use, like before President Biden was going to like a press conference or event or something. They would make up little note cards with a biography and a photo of the person he was going to meet on it, which I think is probably pretty normal for someone in that position. The thing is, he received bios and photos reminders on people like Hillary Clinton and Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could interpret that as his staff just being super conscientious and just like, we want to cover all our bases, and this is just part of our workflow. We do this for every single guest that he's meeting with.
Yeah.
But, others could interpret that as he needs a reminder on who Hillary Clinton is.
So one of my theories, Dave Glover theories, and this comes from being a lawyer and doing jury trials, is that at any given time, in any given situation, most people, in my estimation, see what's going on, right? People are smart. You can fool them sometimes, but for the most part, they kind of see what's going on. And that's what's so frustrating about the world right now is there's so many people who don't see the world the way I do. And it seems so obvious, right? And that makes you frustrated. I'm sure everyone feels that way a little bit. But I think we all kind of have a pretty good sense of what happened with Biden, right?
Yeah.
We don't know the details. We don't know the depth of it. But having nursed 2 parents with Alzheimer's now, it's like, come on. I think we see what happened.
Yeah.
And I think we all agree it can't happen again.
Shouldn't. I mean, it shouldn't be this complicated either. Maybe the solution, and I know I get it, you probably can't really, quote, make this happen. But the solution would be you have to have a real primary every year, every presidential election, period, the end. There's no automatic. You don't just get the nomination because you're in. But those parties aren't going to do that because when it's your person in there, know their odds of staying are good.
You want it your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wonder, in regards to that first term, there was maybe not obviously, but a lot of people believe there was a lot of deterioration before the end of that first term.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we prevent that in the future?
Yeah.
Is it if the president is over a certain age, there's a yearly test he has to take on TV so we all feel comfortable? Like, what is that?
None of us, myself included, although I just talked about messing my pants, are great at calling our own out. But I'm simple enough that I think the presidential doctor should be honest, and clearly there was some dishonesty here or some overlooking in some way. But the president's not just any other person. The president is the most important person in the world. And I don't think we should have daily checkups and, know what their pulse rate was today, but we should know that. We should know that. If there's something wrong with Trump, we should know that.
Mm-hmm.
We're due that.
Apparently to people at those levels, though, we're not doing anything.
No, I know.
I mean, and again, I hate because all of us are guilty of it. This isn't finger pointing. The finger can point right back at me too. Because for a lot of my life, I didn't vote in primaries, but the only way you're going to do it is if you say we won't vote for the 80-year-old. We're going to pick someone else. But to do that, you got to pick someone. Now, again, in the case where the person's already in office, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of all my COVID memories, maybe the strongest is when Trump had COVID.
That was wild.
Wild.
Yeah. Because if you'll recall, it was in the middle of October 2020.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yeah. It was weeks before the election, weeks before. And it was, I think they had already had one debate. Yeah. Because that was the big controversy is that he may have had COVID at that debate.
Now it's coming back.
And I remember it was a Friday evening when they let it out that Trump had COVID, which makes sense.
Remember when you took the ride and everyone was up in arms, and then when he came back and he stood on the White House and it was just like
he saluted.
What's happening?
Yeah, he took his mask off and saluted.
Those were weird friggin'
That
times,
was
man.
a weird week.
Is that our JFK?
What do you mean?
Like just everyone that was alive is going to go back to COVID.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. I mean, we've had a couple of them.
Yeah, for sure.
You and I have had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9/11's definitely one of those.
Yeah.
Where there's clear defined before and after.
We were around for that too.
Yeah, but you were babies. You guys are just little ones.
You're still throwing napkins out your car.
Yeah.
Well, some things never change.
Smart Mouth Rich?
Yeah, really digging the gum health rinse that Smart Mouth has come out with. It has advanced germ killing. It helps protect against bleeding gums. It's anti-plaque, it's anti-gingivitis, and it soothes your gums with natural aloe. Plus, it's the same 24-hour bad breath protection with just 2 rinses that you can really only get from Smart Mouth. Look, Smart Mouth is a little bit more expensive. You're going to be paying a little bit more. I can tell you it is 100% worth it because it actually works. It actually gets rid of your bad breath at the source. Those other brands are just going to mask your bad breath. It's going to come creeping back. With Smart Mouth, you're good all day.
I don't pretend to understand the way the chemistry works, but I can tell you as someone who definitely has some gingivitis, if I'm not using gum health, brush my teeth, spit it out, little blood there, never a good thing, right? Could be signs of a bad thing. I'm just putting my head in the sand. But when I use it every day, I use it 2 or 3 times a day. No blood at all. I don't know how it does it, but it cures it. That's what dentists are recommending now rather than a prescription is that you just get Smart Mouth Gum Health. We can save you $2.50 when you go to smartmouth.com/Glover.
The Cardinals have a new president of baseball operations.
Please join me in welcoming Chaim Bloom.
From his introductory press conference to his first one-on-one interview.
How does it feel on the first day of a new era of your baseball career?
Feels great. I'm excited to be here.
This will be a busy offseason for the Redbirds. Trust KMOX to bring you every story, informed analysis, and all the breaking news on 104.1 FM KMOX, the voice of the Cardinals.
It's the most inspiring night in sports, the Musial Awards at Stiefel Theater. You can be in the audience for this nationally televised event from St. Louis. Named for Stan the Man, the Musial Awards celebrate those who uplift us through their extraordinary sportsmanship. Experience the remarkable moments and people that make this an event like no other. The Musial Awards, presented by Maryville University, Saturday, November 22nd. Tickets at musialawards.com.
Dave Murray's weather forecast is sponsored by Chesterfield Fence and Deck.
It's the first afternoon of October and high pressure keeping us rather warm for this time of year. Our temperature's running a good 10 to 12 degrees above average. But again, the humidity is quite low. We're not tapping the Gulf of Mexico. Partly sunny skies. Tonight, a few clouds around 64. Thursday, sunny skies 88. Friday, sunny and 88. Don't see a lot of change right through the weekend. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Desk, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Chesterfield Fence and Deck is your premier provider of fences, decks, patios, sunrooms, and more. Call them for a free estimate today. Now offering 20% off your next outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck, chesterfieldfence.com.
Rhino Shield is far superior to even the best traditional exterior house paint. Rhino Shield is 8 to 10 times thicker than paint and comes with a 25-year transferable warranty. Rhino Shield is the only ceramic coating company that has been chosen by Disney, This Old House, and 3 times on HGTV's Curb Appeal, where every episode is concentrated on unpainted brick, bonds and seals to stucco, wood, hardy, block, color lock, masonite, and more. No better product for those steel aluminum-sided homes that have become, chalky and tired looking. We coat sloped and flat roofs to extend their lives too. After 15 years, we've got a great reputation and a superior product. As long as it's affordable, why wouldn't you do it? Before you make the costly mistake of painting with traditional paint, you'd be best served to call Rhino Shield today. We are the experts and our evaluations are free. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Let me tell you guys about my friend Dr. Corey Stolman, orthopedic surgeon, especially now that I'm so into the medical stuff and I kid about it, but I'm not kidding. My TikTok is all like, so you're a neurosurgeon. Like, yes, I am. So I'm really into that stuff and just fascinated, especially by surgeons and especially people who are like Corey, who are just the absolute top. I know so many doctors in town and they all know Corey. And they not only respect him, they all send their patients to him because he's so good in the operating room. He has great outcomes, and he's just a really good, easy to talk to guy. So if someone twists something or tears something or obviously breaks something, whether it's emergent or it's something that's chronic, it's been bothering you for maybe even decades, reach out to him, 636-231-5881 or Solman, S-O-L-M-A-N, SolmanOrthopedics.com.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at lancedrurylaw.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6986. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6986. That's 800-575-6986. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Dave Glover, celebrating 25 years.
Hey, Dave, happy 25th. It's George Mahey, proud senior member of the DGS. Hey, my message is simple. Keep doing what you're doing because you're the best in the business.
Sponsored by BioBalance Health and BioBalance Skin.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. So for all of the people out there who listen all the time, you know that anything for kids, anything for veterans, anything for first responders. And we have Todd Godfroyd and Danny Cunningham, communications coordinator and the founder and president of STL First Responders Canteen. Gentlemen, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
Tell us your story. Tell us about Canteen.
So in 2018, we started Canteen, which is basically just a support organization for first responders. We do water, Gatorade, snacks, and things like that when they're on an extended incident. So a house fire, something like that. And so we started out small and then slowly have grown. And we now cover all of St. Louis County as what we consider our area. We have 4 home bases, if you will, Florissant, Chesterfield, Fenton, and Melville. And so whoever's closest responds and that kind of thing. So that's kind of the quick down and dirty of it. Our team of volunteers is out pretty much every other day on average, if not more frequently than that. Kind of averages out that way.
See, there you go. You learn something new every day. I've never had that thought in my head. Like I've seen a gazillion fires on television and they're the people fighting it, but I've never thought of how do they get a drink?
Yeah. Red Cross used to do it in the St. Louis area. Their numbers were tailing off a little bit. I don't need to get into what their situation was, but with COVID, they discontinued it. And we were actually kind of ramping up at that point. and we just kind of filled in the gap and kind of skyrocketed from there. So
I'm sure there's no typical fire, but tell us, like, paint us a picture of what happens on the ground when you guys show up.
Yeah. So we're usually there about 30 minutes after the fire department shows up. So which is a good time for them, because if you've seen it on TV, they're wearing their air packs and all that kind of stuff. And that's about when they're coming out to kind of recycle, as they call it. So they're looking for a chance to take a quick break. And so we're there to be able to hand them that water, that Gatorade, that kind of thing. It gives them a chance to replenish their bodies, those fluids and stuff like that. It's obviously very intense for them to be doing that. And they need to be able to have that so that they can go back in and do it again.
Yeah. How do you fund it?
So we are a nonprofit organization. We're a 501c3. So it's done by donations from people. We do a few fundraisers a year, corporate donations, individual donations, that kind of thing. So it's, we are a standalone organization. So we're there to do what we do, but we obviously have to fund it that way.
So are most people involved with this either current or former first responders?
So I would say we have about 40 volunteers. I would say that we have 4 to 5 that are actually retired firefighters, Todd being one of them. And then the rest are just community members that just wanted to give back to the first responders. So my dad was a volunteer firefighter my whole life over in Illinois. And so I always wanted to be a part and do that kind of thing. My career path went a different way, and there's no volunteering in the St. Louis area. It's all career. So it was just kind of a way to do something else and get involved with that.
So when I started doing No One Dies Alone about 1.5 years ago, they had about 15 volunteers, and through the show, we now have 100.
Wow.
So you guys should definitely, hopefully you guys can get some more volunteers.
Sure.
So anyone out there who, this sounds super cool.
Yeah.
This sounds really neat. Anyone out there who thinks I could do that, I could hand firefighters Gatorade, and that would be a wonderful thing to do for a fellow human saving people's lives and property. How do they get in touch?
The easiest way is on our website. It's stlfrc.com. There's a tab at the top for volunteer, and it kind of gives some information, fill out a form, and then we do trainings with those people.
Yeah.
About once every month or two, we kind of do a training as we kind of need more people, and then we, build from there. And so there is some commitment to it. Obviously, you're going to be in the front lines with those first responders. I mean, we're standing at the sidewalk while they're coming out of the house. We're that close to the whole thing.
Wow.
So
Todd, my law office in Clayton used to be across from the firehouse. Mm-hmm. And every time I walked by it, I thought to myself, other than the fires and saving people, this looks like a great job.
It is a great job.
Washing the fire truck and hanging out with your boys.
That's what it was like. Yeah. Especially back when I started, it was like a fraternity house almost.
What was your first fire like?
So I started as 18 years old. First summer back from college, I started volunteering.
So you're made of metal.
Yeah. And it was a garage fire, and it was just like, this is exciting. You're 18 years old and you're invincible, Since then I've had, a few close calls here and there where you kind of look back and you go, oh, that was close.
Yeah.
We had a fire one day, and, we thought it was in the main floor of the house. We went in there, we're doing some stuff, and we realized it was below us, and most of the subfloor had burnt out below us. So we were pretty close to falling into the basement. But being one thing about our volunteers is that it's not like NOTA, you don't sign a first shift at a time.
Yeah.
It's either available, not available. We do it 24/7, 365, rain, snow, middle of the night. We communicate a lot by text messaging. If you're available, you're available. We coordinate who's going to pick up the truck, who's going to go to the scene.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But
what are, for those of us mere mortals out there, what are the true dangers for firefighters? Maybe things we wouldn't have even thought about.
The biggest danger for firefighters is health, getting overheated. When you get overheated, you get dehydrated. The equipment that we wear causes you to sweat and keep that heat in, because it also keeps the heat out, but also keeps your heat in, causes you to dehydrate. And when you get dehydrated, you increase risk of heart issues, cardiac issues, stroke. Then you get your coordination, your cognitive skills can start to suffer, and you're trying to do a skill on a high stressful job. So you want to make sure that they're hydrated all the time and that they have nutrition. We ran a fire the other morning in Metro West, and one of the firefighters in the scene is like, do you guys have any food? I've been running calls since 5 a.m. and it was like 9.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm starving. We're like, yes, we brought the snacks over, and she was able to get something to eat there. And then on longer term operations, we work with some restaurants or food trucks, and we'll bring meals in You know, if it's a longer term operation, you know, we with Man Meats up in North County that everybody's heard of, or we'll go to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Dairy Queen, and just buy 100 hamburgers, bring them to the scene and feed everybody.
Isn't that cool, Wheels?
Yeah, very cool.
In the wintertime, it's hot chocolate, coffee, the hand warmers. They'll put the hand warmers down in their gloves and their boots and stuff.
Yeah.
There's been some bitterly cold evenings and stuff, but we can bring some propane heaters out. We have tents we can pop up and just kind of give them the rest and the assurance that the community's there for them.
Yeah, if you guys are just joining us, we're talking to Todd and Danny from STL First Responders Canteen, and it's the first time I've ever heard of anything like this. It's a 501c3, so be generous and help them out. They have a fundraiser coming up we're going to tell you about here in a second. And if you want to volunteer, what they do is they show up at fires and they feed and hydrate firefighters. That just...
We try to make all working fires in St. Louis County. We'll go to probably about 200 fires this year.
Wow.
And on top of that, we'll also do some long multi-jurisdictional training exercises they do. The hazmat team was out last week doing a full hazmat drill. So we were there for them. We provided lunch to them and just, you know, we're there doing our services, not an emergency scene, but just during training. So we're there for those events also.
Do firefighters realize how much we appreciate you guys?
You know,
do we show it enough?
Yeah. I mean, they realize it, but sometimes, you know, it's just what they do. It's what we always enjoy doing. That's why I like this, because the neatest thing about the job was just being there for somebody when they needed you.
Yeah.
And when we show up in the summertime and it's July and it's 100 degrees and humidity is high and we've got the bucket of ice cold towels and they put it on their head, you just know, I know how good that feels. And it drips down your back, that ice cold water. And you're just like, oh, this feels so good.
Yeah.
We've got cooling misting fans that we set up that, you know, they can put their face in front of and just get cooled off.
So just an idea. You can tell me no, but Wheels gets really hot when he's coaching. I'm just thinking.
I carry my own little cantina with me, though, because I'm not actually fighting a fire.
Yeah.
I'm the fire. I do know that feeling of the cold towel, though.
Yeah.
Every hot day, I pack one. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's amazing.
So you guys have an upcoming fundraiser at Top Golf Sunday, October 19th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. How do people get involved? How do they help out?
They can go to our website, stlfrc.com/golf, and they can register. If they want to, it's bays of 6, and we got barbecue buffet. We've got unlimited non-alcoholic drinks, 1 beer drink wine ticket per person. It's 3 hours. We're gonna have a driver simulator there that you can compete for the fastest time and win a cool prize. So there's a lot of stuff to do. It'll be a good family event, coworker event, community event.
Auction things, or is it just?
Yep, auction, silent auction. We'll have some raffle prizes, but you know, we're looking if anybody wants to sponsor. We have a few sponsorship spots available. They could email us at golf@stlfrc.com, and if they want to get a sponsorship in real quick here, because it's in about a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to meet you guys. This is really
Thanks.
cool. Yeah. Count us in to be involved in the future.
Okay.
Sounds
awesome.
good.
KingMOX welcomes Trans-Siberian Orchestra and their monumental tour, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, to Enterprise Center December 23rd at 3 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. A portion of the proceeds benefit Sightman Kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. And right now, Trans-Siberian Orchestra is offering their lowest ticket price in years, starting at $55 including fees, only for a limited time. For more info, KingMOX.com/events.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. That's right, weight loss seminar at the Marriott St. Louis West in St. Louis at 11 a.m. Registration 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m.
Let me tell you guys about Susan L. Ward. She's my very good friend. She used to be a colleague, never a peer, because she was so much better at being a divorce attorney than I ever was. She is a really good person. She's incredibly smart. She's very direct. She can be amazingly aggressive if she needs to be in and out of court, whether it's negotiations or it's trying a case, but that's not her only gear. If what you want her to do is just, look, we've decided to get divorced. We're cooperating. We've come up with our own plan. We just need your expert advice and just to make sure to get us through the system as quickly and peacefully as you can. She would be very happy to do that as well. She has multiple offices, so if you can hear my voice in Missouri, she can represent you. For a free consultation, just simply mention my name when you call 314-783-9400, stlfamilylaw.com.
At LendSeek, we know running a business takes heart, hustle, and sometimes a little help. That's why we stand with you with our exclusive AI lending platform, connecting you to over 100 funders. If you've been in business for at least 2 years with a minimum annual revenue of $500,000, you can get up to $1 million in funding in as fast as 24 hours. No collateral, no prepayment penalties, no red tape. Apply today with no cost or obligation at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
At California Psychics, we know that sometimes you can wake up thinking,
I don't know if I'm in the right career, or the right relationship.
but whatever your life dilemma, at California Psychics, we'll give you the guidance you need to feel certain about your life choices. And because we only connect you with the very best, we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Call 1-800-PREDICT today and get 20 minutes for just $20.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Welcome back. DGS on KMOX 248. We got stuff coming up. It's mostly us. I don't think we have any more guests coming up other than
Matt, yeah.
He's
and
not
Dave,
a guest.
Dave's not a guest either.
Nah.
Those guys are family members.
Yeah, they're family.
Makes it easy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good time. Hopefully tonight we will not make you poop.
Well, Rach just had to leak. She had
Yeah, it's tough running the board, man. You get
I
stuck.
know. Poor Rach.
Yeah.
She does all the heavy lifting. She has to run the board and kind of like manage things. Can't go to the bathroom when she wants.
Yeah.
So
I used to know how to run it. I should learn again.
yeah, I've always kind of wanted to learn. It just like
It's not hard. You just got to know what's in, where the important things are.
My mom and dad and I fought like crazy because when I would study, believe it or not, I did. I always had to have the stereo on or the television on, and they just like would not hear of it. Like, no, dead silence. That's what you need to concentrate.
Yeah.
And I've always thought that having a board in front of me, even just a little, push
Just
a little,
kind of calm you, like set you in.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, that's how I got into radio.
Run the
when I
board?
was new was you learn you screen phone calls and then you run the board. The board is usually the second thing. The first thing you do is edit. You'll edit audio and screen phone calls. It's like usually your entry level, at least sports radio. That's how you get in.
Your job calling professional athletes and waking them up at their hotel sounds so awful.
There is a period of time. I think it was about 8 months where my full-time job when I was pretty young. I mean, I was in my 20s, but my full-time job was at, I think we were still called One-on-One Sports at the time. It became Sporting News Radio, but that was the first 10 years of radio I was there. And the second half of that, last 5 or 6 years, I was on air. But before that, I was behind the scenes, and I was the guest booker for the daytime shows. So, and this is, late 90s. So there's no email. You're not texting anybody. There's no text. you're calling people directly. You're calling their office and hoping they answer. You're calling their home number if you get it. You're calling hotels. Mostly it was hotel roulette. So you would find out, and they publish this, by the way. This is not like hidden. In media guides, they will publish where the teams stay in each city. Yeah. So we would know which hotel to call to say, all right, the Pacers are in Chicago. This is where they stay. You call the hotel and say, is Larry Bird there? Because Larry was, running the team at the time. And a couple of guys. Do you remember a guy named Reggie Theus?
Yeah, of course.
Reggie Theus was a great player for a long time and then became an analyst and coach. I called him once and I clearly woke him up. And it was like 10 in the morning, but those guys are up late. They travel. And I called him and I'm like, Mr. Theus, this is Kevin Wheeler from One-on-One Sports. Just wondering if you had some time today between, noon and 2. And he's like, man, I didn't hear a word you just said. Call me back in an hour. And usually that's a blow off. That's normally when you call back, I ain't answering. He answered and then he came on.
That's cool.
But then there are a lot of times you get hung up, just straight up hung up on. You get cursed out. It's pretty great. How'd you get this number?
In general, you've had so many dealings with professional athletes. In general, how's it been?
Mostly great. There are bad ones, but mostly great. I mean, like the vast, I can think of the worst ones just off the top of my head.
Do you feel
there weren't that many of them
badly for, let's just make it baseball, since that's what you're most familiar with. Mm-hmm. Do you feel badly for them that there's so much attention and so much required of them from fans?
No, I don't think so. And I don't think most of them feel bad about it either. I mean, most of them are cool with it. Now, the bigger you are, the more it is. And then you can start to be like, wow, that guy's doing a lot, right? That guy's got everybody, knocking down his door. Everybody's calling him. Everybody wants his autograph. I get that. But the vast majority of them just love it. The vast majority of them are really cool on it. They get it. It's why they get paid. It's why they get a whole off season off. There are a lot of benefits that go with all that too.
Rach, who's your favorite celebrity you've met through the show?
My favorite's probably Andy Cohen. I mean, I'm just such a fan of all of that whole universe, the Bravo universe. And the thing is, it's like, even if you don't watch those shows and that's not your thing, if you watch what Andy does, just like as a host and a moderator, he does a really, really wonderful job. And he's just great at his job and he makes St. Louis proud. And getting to meet him was like kind of a pinch me moment.
Yeah. I really enjoyed meeting a lot of the classic rock bands I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like Night Ranger invited me to go to Subway with them. That was pretty cool.
Fun.
That's funny.
That was fun. In Excess. And the only, I don't want to say jerks, the only difficult people I ever met, I had Matchbox 20 on when they first had their first hit. And they sent me a rider. And I didn't know what a rider was. But for some reason, they needed all this food and green tea. And so we went out and we bought it. And they never touched it. They didn't need a single M&M. And they're just sort of, we're better than this. You know?
Yeah. We're too big for this.
But what I have found in my time dealing with celebrities is that the longer you've been famous and the more successful you are, the more you're over it and the cooler you are. Like if you're just up and coming, you're going to have an attitude. But if you're super famous and rich, like I've just not met one that had an attitude.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense to me.
It should be that way. It's been a little bit the other way sometimes, but it's rare. You're right. I think generally speaking, you kind of calm down once you've kind of won.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's like they've reached that position to where if they really don't feel like dealing with it that day, they don't have to,
Right,
so
right.
it's like they get to kind of pick their moments a little bit more.
I was just reading about, I think it was, I forget who the celebrity was, but Robert Redford. He stayed at this resort for like a year or something. And he and his wife would go to dinner and people would approach him and she would say, "We're having dinner, please leave us alone." I don't know that I could ever do that. I couldn't take that awkward.
Yeah, I could, but then I'd also be like, but I'll meet you guys here in 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be in the bar.
I guess if it's just constant though,
Well, I mean, and he's a level that even the people we're talking about, he's above that.
Yeah. Tell you guys about Michael's Baths. You're in luck. If you and your family, your spouse are thinking about doing some bathroom remodeling, because I can hook you up with the best guy within the sound of my voice that's going to save you sometimes half. Like I've been telling you, that deal he did a couple weeks ago where one of his national competitors bid $24,000. I guess the homeowner laughed at him and they came down to 15. I never trust that. And Mike was at 8,200. So you're going to get it for less money. You're going to get a local guy. You're going to get someone who gives you their cell phone. If they say it's going to start on Tuesday and end on Thursday or Friday, you can take that to the bank. It's going to. If you're a disabled veteran, you can get this bathroom remodel for little or no money out of your pocket. Mike does them every week. If you're interested, call 636-775-0800 or just log on to michaelsbaths.com.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
House stealing. It's a nightmare that's real. It's the FBI's term for thieves stealing your home's title and draining your equity. Just one fake document filed with a recorder, and scammers can own your home on paper, drain your equity, and do it all without you even knowing. Imagine waking up to a foreclosure or eviction notice. Listen to former title thief Matt Cox.
What people don't realize is the ease in which this crime can happen. I can take the deed to your house and I can transfer that deed into my name. It's a great crime, and it's happening all the time.
So how can you stop the nightmare and protect yourself? Find out if you're already a victim now at HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code RADIO and get a 30-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, a title scan, and access to a title specialist, a $250 value. Don't wait. Go to HomeTitleLock.com now, promo code RADIO.
Get ready, cause here they come.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's Beatlemania all over again with the Fab Four, the ultimate tribute to the Beatles. Entertainment Tonight says seeing the Fab Four is just like seeing the Beatles. The Fab Four takes you through the 60s with the music that changed our lives. It's a show you won't want to miss.
Saturday, October 4th at the Family Arena. Tickets on sale now at the Carroll House box office located at the Family Arena or Ticketmaster.
Herman's Hermits, starring Peter Noon.
Something tells me I'm into something good.
And The Lovin' Spoonful.
Do you believe in magic?
Saturday, October 25th at the Family Arena with the Hollies' greatest hits, starring Terry Sylvester. Get tickets now at the Carroll House Furniture box office, located at the Family Arena or Ticketmaster. Herman's Hermits, starring Peter Noon and The Lovin' Spoonful.
This is the Dave Glover Show on 104.1 FM, KMOX. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Breaking News. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 3 o'clock, we've got a cloudy sky. Right now, it's 84 degrees downtown at the Arch. Day one of the government shutdown, and layoffs will likely happen in short order.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says layoffs are imminent.
They are, unfortunately, a consequence of this government shutdown.
And sources tell CBS News that the OMD director says those layoffs will begin within 2 days.
The Office of Management and Budget is working with agencies across the board to identify where cuts can be made.
Vice President Vance says it's not what they want to do.
But we're going to do what we have to keep the American people's essential services continuing to run.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
If you scab this employee, you scab on this union. That is a mark you will have on your entire working career.
Machinists, leaders, and other unions, some from out of state, rallied striking Boeing workers, encouraging them to stay strong.
But there appears to be no end in sight to the strike that started August 4th. AFL-CIO President Liz Schuler.
What you are building for this country, the sacrifices you make to make sure that our military is safe.
Manson Graves is a munitions mechanic at Boeing facility in St. Charles, and he tells KMOX he gave all his rewards back.
Israel, they were over here visiting our plant out here because they were getting arms from us. One of the generals gave me a coin medallion. I brought that back and gave it to him. To take it together.
Maria Aquina, KMOX News.
St. Louisans can now fly directly to one of the most popular European destinations.
British Airways will soon begin direct flights from Lambert Airport to London. Ambassador Kevin O'Malley with the St. Louis Port Authority says they are providing incentives to help make this new route possible.
The Port Authority has agreed over the first 2.5 years of this agreement with British Airways to incentivize the flights with the total of $4,500,000.
The flights begin in April and will be seasonal to start, with the hopes demand is high enough to justify going year-round. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
Renowned primatologist, conservationist, and naturalist Jane Goodall has died at the age of 91. The Jane Goodall Institute made the announcement today that she passed away of natural causes while on a speaking tour in California.
When Jane Goodall was a child, she read Tarzan in the garden of her English home.
That's when my dream began. I'll go to Africa, live with animals.
The adult Goodall landed a job as an assistant to famed paleoanthropologist Louis Leakey, who sent her to study chimpanzees in Tanzania. Her observations that they used tools were groundbreaking.
In fact, a lot of people refused to believe it.
She would become one of the world's foremost authorities on the animals, as well as a powerful spokeswoman for conservation. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Dr. Jane Goodall last came to St. Louis in 2022. She visited with students at the St. Louis Science Center and then spoke during Washington University's Assembly Series. And she was asked how people can best convince others of their cause.
I think the best advice I can give is tell stories. Don't use scientific jargon.
From the KMOX Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. A jump in mortgage rates sent borrowing activity tumbling lower last week. Here's Jason Brooks.
The Mortgage Bankers Association says the rate increase had a much bigger impact on the refinancing market, with refi apps plunging 21% from the previous week, following strong gains the prior 2 weeks. Purchase applications dipped by 1%. The 30-year fixed mortgage rate rose 12 basis points to 6.46%, the highest level in 3 weeks. Association economist Joel Kahn writes that after the burst in refinancing activity over the past month, refi opportunities for this year will be short-lived.
Let's get an update of the St. Louis Business Index now to Stifel and Scott Bedell. Scott.
Thank you, Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. The momentum train, otherwise known as the stock market, continued its upward propulsion to higher record levels. The Dow Jones Industrial Average set a new high, climbing 43 points or 0.1% to 46,441. The Standard & Poor's 500 index gained 0.33% to 6,711, while the NASDAQ composite higher by 0.4% to finish at 22,755. One area not participating was the Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index, as it fell a fraction to 1,612. Hurting that index performance, Build-A-Bear Workshops falling another 3% to $63.19. Stifel Financial slid 1.5% to $111.81. Belden Corporation also dropping 1.5%. They closed at $118.42. On the upside, Edgewell Personal Care gained 2.5% at $20.88, while Bear Corporation up 5% to close at $8.70. For Stifel Financial, this has been Scott Bedell. Stifel is a member of SIPC and the New York Stock Exchange. For more information on our firm, please visit our website at stifel.com.
We've got a stall, 6440 West at I-170. That's on the right shoulder. Another crash or a crash on 6440 West at Big Bend. That's got the right 2 lanes closed there.
No change at all in our weather pattern. High pressure sitting right on top of us.
letting our temperatures warm up each afternoon and keeping the humidity low, not tapping the Gulf of Mexico. Partly sunny skies. Let's again warm it up to about 88 degrees. Tonight, there'll be some clouds around, but all is dry. 64 for the overnight low. No change on Thursday. Sunny skies, 88. Thursday night, mostly clear, 64 on Friday. Instant replay again, sunny and 88. Not a lot of change in our weather until the two hurricanes out in the Atlantic get moving deep out to sea. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Sponsored by S&L Coins. We've got clouds 84. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
S&L Coin. We buy gold and silver coins, silver and gold jewelry. Also buying gold-filled and silver plates. Before you sell, call S&L. 314-544-3600. 314-544-3600. S&L Coin.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX 307. Happy Wednesday to you. Let's do a DGS happy hour. I'll start off. I got a couple quick ones. I just saw that the stage version of Mrs. Doubtfire is coming to St. Louis. Mm-hmm. Am I the only one that thinks Mrs. Doubtfire is a horror movie?
It's definitely demented.
Robin Williams is a sinister, evil villain in that movie. Everything he does, he manipulates everyone. He manipulates his children just all selfishly. So it's like, this is a horrible movie.
Yeah, it does seem like it would have been easier for him to just step up and be a good partner and father
Thank you.
in the first place, rather than like,
Yeah.
there's only one way to save this, and I'm going to need a prosthetic body
Yeah.
and face. And to deceive everyone who loves me.
Yes, thank you. I thought I was alone in this.
And enter their home. You know, that's
Yes.
the betrayal just like snowballs. It is really bad.
For whatever reason, though, in previous generations, like when we made comedies, we didn't distinguish enough between creepy and funny.
Yeah.
Because that's creepy.
Yeah. My other one is this. You know how in our show prep all the time, it goes back and forth on should you drink coffee? Should you have red wine? Chocolate's great for you. Chocolate's terrible for you. I wish they would do that with sitting. Sitting is so bad for you. I love to sit.
Yeah, what's wrong with sitting?
Yeah, I just like when I go home, I'm pretty much prone. Like I think I'm a hero because I stand for the show 4 hours a day and like that. I leave it all in the field there. But I wish they would come out and say, hey, looks like sitting's actually good for you.
Sitting's bad for you?
Yes, it's
definitely.
very bad.
If it's too much, it's not just generally bad. It's bad if you do it too much. And counter it if you don't counter it with the other activity.
Yes.
What's the other activity?
Walking, standing, running, jogging.
Oh, okay.
Sports stuff, workout stuff.
Yeah, all those.
Never heard of them.
Leg day, squats.
Never heard of them.
Throwing a napkin real hard out your car.
It's just like, I don't have legs.
Have you guys heard of this chilling thing to help you fall asleep?
No.
I love chilling.
So if you can't sleep, you're supposed to lay there and just think the words chilling to yourself over and over for several minutes. And I saw this, posted in various places. And at first I'm like, that's dumb. But then I kept seeing it and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll try it next time I can't sleep. It kind of been working for me a little bit.
What do you do after you go insane and murder your neighbors? Then what?
No, I just repeat. I'm just like, I'm chilling. And that I try to have that be my only thought. And then it does help you relax. I thought it sounded so dumb until I actually tried it.
Now, do you mean chilling or I'm cold?
I'm chilling.
Okay.
Like hanging out.
So is
I'm
it
cool.
Is there ancient magic to the word, or is it just like a meditative mantra?
I think it's just to get yourself to only think about relaxation.
Is chilling the magic word?
Yeah, is there like a spell behind it, or is it just you could say anything because it's just a mantra where you're going like time to sleep,
Well, I don't think if I said like aggression,
right?
I don't
Right.
think that's going to help relax me into the sleep.
See, now we're getting closer to killing the
Now
neighbors.
that would
Try
work.
that one.
That one might work for me.
Yeah, feels like I've never felt so relaxed.
That's his only option. He lays down and he's like, all right, time to think about chilling. And he just lays there and goes, mad, 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 mad.
That's why you play the music.
Wheels, got anything?
Yeah, so this may be stupid, but I don't think so. I think it was weird, but I thought it was funny to see how people think. So ESPN just posted a story today where they had a panel of about 20 professional MMA fighters, like real deal people, like the most famous ones. Some are retired, some are active, but there's the big names. And they asked them to pick the actors who they think would win a tournament of other actors fighting each other, but in real life, not their characters.
So not John Wick,
not
Keanu
like
Reeves.
Thor, right? Keanu Reeves, not the character from Roadhouse, but Patrick Swayze. And they gave them a list of 18, and then they ranked him. They did a men's and a women's bracket. I'm curious what you guys like. If you think of it this way, who would you pick? Or do you want me to give you a couple of them? Because they were given a pool of 18.
Yeah, give us some matchups.
And they said, give us some rank. Well, they didn't do matchups. They just kind of ranked them.
You can make them up.
So 1 through 18, number 18 was Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And, some of the guys said good things about him. Some of the other guys said all these other guys would whip his butt. And again, it's picturing them in their prime.
Okay.
It's not where they are at the moment.
Okay, fair.
So keeping in mind, size and strength are going to matter and all that. So I'll give you some of the big stars. I won't give you the order. But people like Tom Cruise, Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Keanu Reeves is on there, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jet Li, Patrick Swayze's on there, Liam Neeson is on there. They put Ralph Macchio on there, and he finished higher than Steven Seagal, which is like pretty great. Jake Gyllenhaal, because he's done some fighting movies and things along those lines. So these are some of the, and then you think of people like The Rock, he's on there. Dave Bautista.
I would think both of those guys would be hard to beat up.
Yeah, and they go through like Wesley Snipes is on the list. Now, some of these people actually have some martial arts training. Arnold Schwarzenegger at his prime is also on the list. So they went through and broke down. Some of these people actually have trained to fight. Maybe they didn't fight professionally, but they've done it. And a guy like The Rock, who played football and was a professional wrestler, they kind of went through and did it. But I found this to be such a strange thing to do because how do you know? Like Chuck Norris ranked number one.
Okay.
Chuck was a real trained fighter, but Chuck was like 150 pounds. He's like a little dude. He's going to fight The Rock?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, an untrained big guy, different. Somebody who's actually, been in a combat sport. Football's a combat sport. I don't care what anybody says. If you can handle that stuff, I just find it to be an interesting take on. These are from fighters, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fighters ranked Chuck Norris 1, Bruce Lee was 3, Jason Statham was number 2.
I didn't know he had training.
And he was a diver, but they said because he's got training as an athlete, he would have endurance and all this. The people who did it took it very seriously. But the big guys are at the top. And I found that the reason I wanted to bring this up, because I find that we always do these kinds of things, like which characters would fight each other. I thought it was really wild that it was like, okay, the actors, because the ones that were athletes are the ones you're going to pick, right? The ones that fought. Chuck Norris, of course, he actually fought. He had 4 black belts in different disciplines. But the interesting side was they did a bracket for the ladies also, for women who are in movies, things. So the number one there they picked was Gal Gadot. And
makes sense.
They went through it and said, well, number one, she's one of the tallest, so she's going to have range, she's going to have reach, she's going to have all these other things. And also, one of the people that evaluated it said she also was, because it's mandatory in Israel to be in the army for 2 years, so you're trained in hand-to-hand combat. You're trained to fight. Now, who knows if she's any good at it, but that would be an advantage over others that maybe don't have that. And if you ever dreamed up any idea like that, where you're like, I wonder who would win. I know that because that's a famous thing with Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, right?
Yeah.
Like that from the 70s was like, who would win if they really fought? And they used to spar. They were friends. And the rumors were that Chuck Norris used to kick his butt, kick Bruce Lee's butt. But other than that, I don't know that's ever really been a thing.
Yeah.
Who are some of the other ladies on the list?
All right, yeah, so I'll just run. There's only 10, so it's an easy to run down. So they picked Gal Gadot to win, partly because of the size and strength and training. They had Scarlett Johansson number 2.
I figured she'd be on there.
Which I guess, I don't know. They said she went through some training to do the movie role, so maybe that would help. Linda Hamilton from The Terminator finished 3rd, which is weird because I thought she was a little person.
Yeah.
Like really tiny. Uma Thurman. I don't know. I didn't know she actually fought in anything. But they went through that. Zoe Saldana, you've seen in action movies. She's in a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Michelle Yeoh, who's in a lot of martial arts movies, would make some sense because she's actually trained in that. Carrie-Anne Moss from The Matrix, which, again, I find these to be really weird. Like these names. Emily Blunt is on there.
I figured
Rebecca
she'd be
Ferguson.
on there.
It's like, so if you've been in an action movie, but they're not actually like fighters, and I'd say the same
Uma
thing.
Thurman was in Kill Bill for 5 hours.
This is my point. You're
kicked a
in
lot of
action
ass.
movies, but you're not actually a trained person like Keanu Reeves. He's in action movies, but he's not actually John Wick. He doesn't have any training like that.
I don't know. Emily Blunt got real buff for what's the movie?
Was it the one with Tom Cruise?
Yes. Yeah.
that was
I almost
good,
said
by
the
the
day
way.
after tomorrow. I knew
Yeah.
that was wrong.
That was a different one.
Where did B. Arthur come in?
11th.
I would want to find B. Arthur.
Yeah,
11th.
that's the one I would choose, I think.
I would have wanted to marry her, though.
Okay, Chuck Norris, just since we've been talking about him, I decided to Google this wonderful person. 85 years old. I don't know where I was going to put him, but he's a little older than I thought he would be.
Yeah, Matt. How many people have? I know a lot of it's been joking lately. You know, the Chuck Norris jokes. How many people have all the legends around them other than those 2 martial arts guys from the 70s? And why is it still like that?
Yeah.
Like nothing like that is carried over. Nobody really Sylvester Stallone, by the way, was one of the people on there too, and whatever.
Yeah, was the whole Chuck Norris thing, was that like an early internet days thing, and that's why people started saying it, or did they say it during Walker?
Yeah, he was kind of a big deal during my childhood.
In the 70s, him and Bruce Lee, it was like cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were on T-shirts everywhere.
I think with the internet is when I remember like
the jokes.
the
Yeah.
Chuck Norris, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
But
Yeah.
the funny thing is, like, he's always been a good fighter, and he's always been in big movies. But like, none of them, he doesn't have a, like, what character movie would you say, like, oh yeah, that's what Chuck Norris is known for, other than being the villain in a Bruce Lee movie, or actually, well, Walker, Texas
Walker.
Ranger. That was a TV show. That was.
Yeah.
He had a movie like that too.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Don't know. Let me tell you guys about my friend John Moriarty, who I believe is going to be on the show tomorrow. So you'll get to meet him in person. He is the principal behind E3 Wealth. E3 stands for Educate, Empower, and Enlighten. He has grown his firm into 70 advisors and staff that serve clients all over the country, but St. Louis is home to them. If you are an individual or a family that wants some help with their money, by all means, reach out to John. If he's not the right guy for you, he's an exceedingly nice man. He will tell you that. He'll tell you why, and he'll give you a couple referrals to people who might be able to help you. But if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, you have found your guy. This is what he does all over the nation. He can help you lower your taxes. He can help educate you about alternative asset classes like investing in real estate without buying any properties, protecting the wealth that you fought so hard to build. All you have to do is go to his website, which is e3wealth.com, the letter E, the number 3, e3wealth.com.
You know your customers. Ralph likes his coffee black on Fridays, but Mondays he takes a little cream. Jennifer comes in every 3 years when her lease is up to get the newer and better model. And for some reason, pepperoni pizza sells like crazy on Friday nights. Who knew? At Odyssey, we have the expertise to get your media plan done right. With ads like you're hearing right now, to targeted social media campaigns, search engine optimization, and location-based advertising. Advertise with Odyssey and help us grow your business. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-384-9393. That's 800-384-9393.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/facts or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Looking for a place to call home without all the maintenance? Check out the Towns of Linneman Park, new townhomes by Lombardo, located in St. Peters. These new construction townhomes are located on the south side of 36494, east of Harvester Road, and offer floor plans featuring 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a loft, and 2-car attached garages. Community amenities include a clubhouse, pool, pickleball courts, dog park, and walking trails. Tour our newly decorated display and fall in love with your new townhome. Visit lombardohomes.com for more information.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. This has been a test of the emergency alert system. This was only a test.
Looking for some iced caffeine, left you in the cold. No one knows why brown water costs as much as liquid gold. Told him your name was Brian, why does this cup say Nicole? But then you found paradise in your cup at the Quick Trip. No regrets to start your day.
You asked, we delivered. KMOX, now on FM. Crystal clear sound at 104.1 FM.
Welcome back, DJS on KMOX 323. Dave Hines says Delta Force. What a great movie.
I forgot about that one.
That's
yeah.
a great movie.
Yeah.
Kind of hammy, but
Oh, yeah. That was kind of the thing with Chuck Norris movies,
Yeah, it's
which is
true.
why the jokes are the way they are, right?
yeah.
It's not so much about whether he was the real deal or not. It's just kind of his movies always put him in that position.
Yeah. Man, my TikTok took a weird turn last night.
Oh?
I don't know why they would have thought I would be into this, but I got a TikTok of a young woman, clearly sick, saying, "My name's Clara. I'm dying. I should be gone within a month. I have congestive heart failure." And they've said there's nothing more they can do for me. So I watched it because it's like, oh my God. And then it's every other video now.
Oh, no.
And people who are terminal. But I mean, it's certainly not entertaining, but it is impactful. It's hard not to watch.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, yeah, and you're someone who likes to connect with people, and that's someone being incredibly vulnerable.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that that's something that you would be moved to want to watch.
That is for all of us, I'm sure, certainly for me, I know I'm going to die. I know I've got at the most 30 years, even if I have my mom's genes, I could have 30 minutes. None of us know. But for people who do know, people who've had a diagnosis, that's crazy. I don't know how you get up in the morning. Like, I don't mean like you shouldn't. I just don't know how you do it, how you have that kind of resolve, that sort of mental strength. Maybe you just don't have a choice. You just do it. There's so many things in life like that. But yeah, a lot of respect for people who are in that position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can't even begin to put myself in that headspace because I have I'm not going to try to do
and
that.
There's so many young people, like people your age and younger, just, it's one of those things, man. It's like before I did NODA, I knew people were in hospice, but I didn't see it. I wasn't there. And there's so many things in life like that, right? That you kind of know, like, oh yeah, I know that's going on, but I'm not going to look. And then you look and you're like, wow, that's for real.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, took a turn.
Yes. That's part of what you saw, though.
Speaking of new social media, Wikipedia's done.
Really?
Because Elon is opening, get ready for it, Graipedia.
Oh, okay.
Graipedia. Unwoke Wikipedia.
Sure. What does that mean? Like, what did he give any details as far as
it's going to be just like Wikipedia. Evidently he offered $1 billion for Wikipedia if they would change something. I think maybe their name. They said no. So he's opening his own, and it's going to be all of the facts of the universe with all the woke stuff taken out. So
I didn't realize Wikipedia was woke.
According to Elon, it is.
What's so scary about ideas you disagree with?
Great question.
What do people think is going to happen? Like, because what people don't have is the self-awareness that to other people, your ideas are scary. Right? Why do we not have the intellectual honesty to just admit that all of us think things that other people disagree with? And we don't need to hide it, shut it down. And again, the left is guilty of this too, right? I mean, that's where cancel culture was a big thing, right? This is not one or the other. Why can't we just accept it? We're grown-ass people. We've been on this earth for how many years as a species? Has it ever been different? Will it ever be different? No. With 8 billion people, you are not going to get consensus.
I want to say, wouldn't it be great? But would it be great if in our society, on a regular basis, you could have Charlie Kirk and AOC have a real debate with courtesy and professionalism, and that's just the way we did things and how we learned about what our position was going to be? Would that make it for a better world?
Yeah. But that would then require some kind of mediator to decide to hold both parties to the rules, to enforce rules, and who's going to agree to the group of people that are going to get to do that. I mean, it's probably our DNA that we're just built to fight because it's how we got ahead, and it's how our ancestors outlived other people's ancestors, and I get it. But do we not have the conscious ability to just accept and understand our ideas are not going to be the only ones, and you're not going to get rid of the other ones because there's just too many people?
The Cardinals season may be over, but in St. Louis, sports never stop. The Chiefs are chasing another championship. Mizzou football is making noise, and the Blues are back on the ice. Every weekday at 5, Rush Hour Sports keeps you ahead of the game with news, traffic, weather, and the biggest stories in sports. Kevin Wheeler, Matt Pauley, and Bernie Nicholas, 3 trusted voices St. Louis fans count on. Rush Hour Sports, weekdays at 5 on KMOX.
Is your home, business, or church looking tired, chalky, or in need of curb appeal? Go Rhino. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino. Our unique 3M ceramic technology is perfect for brick, stucco, aluminum, steel, color lock masonite, and more. It's backed by our 25-year transferable warranty to not chip, crack, or peel. Great if you're staying, and even better if you're selling. Our ceramic coating allows you to maintain all of your architectural features. The decision to do vinyl will leave your home looking like a plastic moldy box. With Rhino Shield, in 15 years, your home will still have that, wow, it looks like you just got it painted. We've done large condo complexes, parking garages, pole barns, and commercial strip malls. We coat sloped and flat roofs to extend their lives too. Evaluations are free. 877-25-RHINO. or 877-25rhino.com. See what we did there? Genius. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Traffic from the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Well, we got a couple of trouble spots heading south right now. We have a crash southbound 270 at Tesson Ferry, just south of Tesson Ferry. The right lanes are blocked. The 3 left lanes are open. Southbound 270 is jammed. Back at 44, westbound 44, those right lanes are jammed at Lindbergh. Now, South 270 is also the typical slow stuff from Page all the way down to about Doherty Ferry, and northbound from Manchester up through the Ladue Olive area is pretty heavy as well. Westbound 64, it's slow from the Science Center out to Clayton Skinker, Clayton Warson through Spady. There's a couple of pockets in the valley where it's a little busy, and then approaching Prospect out west, so not that bad on that run. Westbound Highway 70, you've got some heavy stuff at O'Fallon Park. Union out past Jennings Station, a couple of slowdowns past the airport. We have a minor crash at our city at slow 270, but even past that to the Blanchette Bridge, then it's busy through the Highway K area. Southbound 55, Gasket 8 Bates is slow. And the other crash we have is southbound 141 at Romaine Creek. The left lane is blocked. Traffic's jammed south of Highview. I'm Roger Bray. I'm at the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Glover here for my friends at Cantor Injury Law. Cantor is local, and we're here doing the work every day. We're right here in St. Louis, and we're ready to fight for you. CantorInjuryLaw.com or call 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be solely based on advertisements.
So, as you know, I love sports. I love watching sports and going to sporting events, talking about sports, listening to people talk about sports. I wouldn't say I'm obsessed, but I really, really enjoy it, especially baseball. I did a lot of activity on Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Pretty much every game. And I'm not putting a whole bunch down. I'm fairly conservative. Doesn't take a lot down for me to have an enhanced enjoyment. Say, for example, I say that Sonny Gray is going to get more strikeouts and Burleson's going to get 2 hits and Arenado's going to do this. I'm already rooting for them, and now I have a little skin in the game. You can do MLS, NHL, MLB, NFL, like any of the major sports. All you do is pick your teams, the games, pick the players, and they're going to give you a stat. And you're going to say, I think they're going to do higher than that. I think they're going to do lower than that. That's the only thing you have to do. You can win up to 5,000 times the amount you put down. You only have to put down $1 at any given time. If you sign up today with the promo code Glover, you're going to get $100 put into your account as soon as you make your first $5. You must be 18. You must be in Missouri. If you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms apply. Go to assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing it terms_DFS_HTML.
We started Neovitin because we wanted to create a multivitamin for ourselves. That's why we focus on quality ingredients and formulas with our multivitamins. Neovitin 50 Plus multivitamins are formulated with over 20 vitamins and minerals, along with our 4-ingredient physician-formulated proprietary blend for the highest quality daily nutritional support. Give Neovitin 50 Plus multivitamins a try for yourself. Find them at your local Schnucks, Dierbergs, and online at neovitin.com.
This is Todd Krentz with Krentz Financial Group. For over 6 decades, we've helped St. Louis families and businesses plan with purpose and live with confidence. We work closely with professionals in healthcare, from doctors and nurses to medical sales and biotech and pharma. Our team helps you navigate complex financial decisions like retirement plans, disability insurance, consolidating old 401ks, and understanding stock options or RSUs. We make the process clear so you can focus on what you do best. Your goals, our mission. Start today at kfgadvisors.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services. Member FINRA/SIPC. Krentz Financial Group is not a broker-dealer.
Dave, congratulations on your 25th anniversary from BioBalance Health, Dr. Sullivan, and me personally.
You have single-handedly helped us reach hundreds of new patients, both men and women, over the past 15 years. Since 2010, BioBalance has been treating men and women over the age of 40 with testosterone pellets and preventative medicine.
BioBalance Health was the first medical hormone pellet practice in St. Louis. Now we are the most successful.
Dave has not only been our partner at BioBalance Health, but also our patient and great friend.
Thanks, Dave. Sponsored by Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty 314-325-6888.
Need to sell your home and you want the most money? The name to remember is Gloria Lou. Yes, Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty at 314-325-6888 and start packing.
Thursday night, the NFL is on KMOX. The Rams, the 49ers.
Siteman Cancer Center game time, 6:30. Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer.
The Rams, the 49ers on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS from the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk. Dave Murray joins us. Hello, Dave.
Hello there.
So you guys may have noticed that we're playing some congratulations, Dave, on 25 years.
Very nice.
And that's in 15 days on October 16th. And we'll kind of blow it out that day and have a bunch of fun. And then Chris Saraceno, the owner of Bartolino's, invited the team to go to dinner there that night. So we'll go celebrate. And Dave, Andrew said that I haven't heard it yet, but he said that your congratulations almost made him cry.
Well, I don't want him to know that.
Now he does.
No, it did.
I bet mine was the first one you got, wasn't it?
One of the first, yeah. So my
just tell me
theory,
it was the first.
My theory is that a lot of people, you already get the satisfaction that it made me cry. I'm not giving you one more. My theory is that a lot of people just don't know how like voice memos on their phone work. Because there were some people that I really had to stay on about it. Like I'd be like, "Hey, I'm kind of collecting these. Would you like to do?" And they're like, "Oh my god, of course! I would love nothing more. That sounds wonderful." And I just wouldn't hear anything. They'd be like, "Hey, don't forget about that." And they're like, "Yes, I'm so excited to do it. I can't wait." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's really easy. Here's how you do it."
That was Michael Kelly, wasn't it? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
it's
very
fun.
cool.
You'll be hearing those all month.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's very neat.
I feel a little weird, though. I mean, 25 years is 25 years, but Ackerman has 25 years at KMOX, and he's like 8 years younger than me.
Yeah.
How the hell did he pull that off?
He was born here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was born in the chair Kevin
sits in.
Little baby Tom.
36, and Tom started like 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
remember we heard that like super old interview of his from when he was like 21 or whatever, and he's, you know what I mean? Like he's just been doing this his whole life.
Yeah, just Tom Ackerman. Dave, how we looking?
Exactly the same. So no change. Nothing's really moving in the atmosphere again. We've run into this a couple of times in the last month or so. So about 88 again tomorrow, 88 again Friday, 88 Saturday, 88 on Sunday. Low humidity, so it's comfortable. And the mornings are fantastic. The evening, once the sun goes down, also fantastic. I think we'll start to get a little push as the tropical action in the Atlantic continues to move out. We will start to see a little push in the atmosphere probably about Monday or Tuesday of next week. Hurricane season, it goes until the end of November, but we have not had a hurricane hit the United States so far this year. We had
knock on wood.
Tropical Storm Chantel in July hit South Carolina. With that said, though, the combination of the two systems that are out there now, and Imelda will hit Bermuda. Actually, it's hitting Bermuda right now. And but it's taken out some houses on the Carolina coast. They've been abandoned houses there, because they're basically sitting out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been to that part of the country knows that there's a lot of houses on stilts that just kind of hang out there, and they are a problem. And they're just getting washed away. The ocean loves to take everything back.
You bet. You bet. Dave, this is a total compliment, but your hair looks so good, it looks like a wig.
Oh, well, as I've always said, you want to come pull it? Be my guest.
I bet you did say that a few times.
Don't like that one.
You've got a mop.
I do. And I need a haircut. I get a haircut Friday. I am probably about 10 days past a haircut.
So have you ever had it long, given all your years on TV?
Long?
Yeah.
Not on TV. When I was in college and I was caddying, I would go like almost all summer without a haircut. But what my hair does, as you can probably tell, it goes into an afro.
Yeah, Grand Funk Railroad.
It doesn't. It doesn't go long or anything like this. Goes out. And I was sporting a mean afro. mean white afro when I was in college. No, I don't. I do not.
That's too bad.
That is too bad.
You were Danny
I'm
Noonan.
glad.
Yeah, you were Danny Noonan.
Every time I see Dave now, I'm going to want to go, Noonan.
But as I've also, my dad made it almost to 94, and he had this.
Yeah.
Till he passed away.
He put it to good use too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
That explains a lot, actually.
2 things you can say about the Murray boys. So headlines, Rach?
Yeah, headlines is brought to you by Schnucks. Reward yourself daily with the Schnucks Rewards app. There is a recent national survey by Marquette Law School poll. It found that Americans do generally find it unacceptable to feel pleasure over the death of a public figure, even if they oppose that public figure. 89% stated that violence is never justified for political goals. I mean, it seems like the kind of thing we shouldn't even have to say, but I am encouraged that the number is that high.
Yeah.
Maybe the internet would convince you otherwise, but
I had a thought for you guys, and that leads me into it. So the one thing I can say about my life is that I have learned lessons, and I'm sad to say almost all of them I learned the hard way. I wasn't smart. I didn't listen to advice. I just did things. They went sideways, and I learned lessons. Do you believe that society is similar? Do we as a society learn lessons, or is it a different kind of thing? Like, for example, right now, to me, is kind of a dark time. Do you think society is capable or maybe even prone to go, well, that was terrible, let's avoid that in the future? Or do we just keep repeating the same things?
I think we used to. I don't think we can do that anymore. Unfortunately, we just seem to be off the rails.
My fear as well.
It's interesting. The time we're living in now is just so uncertain. And so you were out of the room the other day, Dave, but I was talking to Wheels and Andrew about how on the plane, I watched the Bob Dylan biopic with Timothée Chalamet, A Complete Unknown. And I really enjoyed the movie so much that it kind of like revitalized my interest in Bob Dylan and just, that period of history and what it was to be that person during that period of history. So I went to the library. I got a book of his interviews that I've been reading. And he had an interview, I think from 1963, where he was talking about what an uncertain time it was. And in the past, it felt like you were either doing the wrong thing or the right thing. But in that time, it was more nuanced and, people kind of didn't know what was going on more. And there was just more to think about and more to consider when you were making a decision about your life or how to exist in society. And I just thought like that is so similar to how I feel about today.
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked itself out in the 60s, because you guys always talk about, the 80s and the 90s, everybody was getting along and it was just different than it is now. Maybe we have a period of more like social cohesion and peace on the horizon. And right now we're just going through one of those tough times.
Yeah.
I don't know if that answers your question. To answer your question, I think we learn things for a while and then we forget and then we're back to square one and then do it all over again.
Yeah. I think it's cyclical. It has been historically speaking. If you just look at, go back. So if we go back to the 60s, sure, that was probably the closest to now, right? Lots of unrest, protests in the street, Kent State shooting, Vietnam protests, the Vietnam War itself, Cold War going on. There are all kinds of stuff, right? Well, and right before that, the 50s are that golden time that people point to. But before that was World War II. The world could have ended, like in people's minds at that time. That could be it. If the wrong side wins, that could be it. Mm-hmm. And everybody had sons over fighting in the wars. At the time, fewer daughters, but they were there doing different jobs, but mostly that. And how many hundreds of thousands of people, how many millions of people worldwide died in World War II? Well, just 20 years before that, you had World War I. And that was even worse. That was considered the worst war in human history at its time. And around that, you also had the Great Depression, which also probably had to feel pretty crappy. So I think it's going to cycle out. I don't know what it takes to do it. And I don't know if the cycles are speeding up or not.
Yeah.
It does seem to speed up as we go, but maybe that's just our perception because it seems like things go fast.
Think about my mom's life. She was born in 27, lived to be 96. So she lived through the Great Depression, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and everything right up to last year.
Yeah, right up to last year. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
So she saw some crap.
Yeah. It's a lot to live through.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to you, Rach.
Okay, let's do a local story here, and then we'll take a break because we're running out of time. But this is very exciting. St. Louis is going to get another European nonstop flight from Lambert International Airport. It was announced this morning. We're going to London, guys. You can fly nonstop to London. It's going to be served by British Airways. I've been checking Reddit and places like that all morning.
That
and
looks fancy.
It looks like some people have already been able to look up itineraries and stuff. So this is really cool and good for Lambert. Of course, we already have the route to Frankfurt. So it's just nice to diversify a little bit.
Was that 6 or 7 hours?
Oh,
maybe a little bit more.
Flight to London.
No, that sounds about right.
I might be able to do that.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Because it's fast. It's fast going. A little slower coming back.
That seems doable. I don't think I'm ever going to see Japan. I'm going to have to take your word for it. Thank you, Dave.
Bye-bye.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, we still got our troubles heading south. This traffic reports a service to the Sandberg Phoenix Law Firm. It looks like they're about to wrap up the crash, though, South 270 just south of Tesson Ferry, but the right lanes remain shut down, just the 3 left lanes open, and southbound 270 is backed up if you're headed that way. First of all, the normally heavy volume is C running down from Page through Big Bend, but then it jams approaching 44 all the way down to the crash at Tesson Ferry, so it's getting a little worse, but the top end's pretty much the same. And then we're still working this crash. It looks like the lanes are open, but it's still out there in the median, southbound 141 at Romaine Creek. Traffic's jammed back almost to Gravois Bluffs now on southbound 141. So like I said, heading south is difficult. Westbound Highway 70, you've got slow traffic from Shreve out through Jennings Station, from Lindbergh all the way out to the Blanchette Bridge. We had an earlier minor crash in our city. T.R. Hughes through Highway K, westbound 64, Kings Highway out through McCausland's bumper to bumper. It's slow west of Lindbergh to 270. A couple of slow spots between Chesterfield Parkway West and Booth's Crossing, and then 364 out to 70 after that. South 170 busy, Delmar down to Brentwood. Southbound 55 Arsenal debates, you've got the usual delays, and westbound 44, the usual heavy stuff between the bridges. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
At Sandberg Phoenix, we're more than just a law firm. Our attorneys are committed to you, your business, and your community. We are ready to serve you in the areas of business litigation, intellectual property, health law, and products liability. SandbergPhoenix.com. The choice of lawyers is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere. From dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke, an asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Uma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Uma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Uma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Uma. Nice. Find your business comm at uma.com/radio.
Guys, I want to talk to you about 213 Complex, which is the best all-natural weight loss supplement out there. And you can pick it up at Supplement Superstores. Find your location at supplementsuperstores.com. Here's how it works. And I'm speaking from experience. I've used this a number of times over the years. And I'm going to tell you this. When I do my job, the 213 Complex absolutely does its job. Gets that metabolism working, man. Like most of us are dealing with a metabolism that is functioning below optimal levels. Well, 213 Complex fixes that, gets your metabolism working the way that it's supposed to, so you start to burn calories, burn fat. You notice your clothes fitting better. I know I do. I just pulled the belt a little tighter a couple of days ago, not trying to, just did. And like, look at that. Didn't know that was happening. Well, it's happening because I'm doing my part right now, and so is 213 Complex. It's going to help you with cravings, all-day focused energy. So think about your day. You got work, you've got maybe kids to run around to places, and you still got to get your workouts in and do everything else. That energy comes with no crash at the end of the day, and I'm telling you, it's going to help from the word go. And of course, lower cortisol levels can help you sleep better, reduce stress. All of those things contribute to a healthier lifestyle. So you can just take the step. And that step is to walk through the door at supplement superstores. Say, Kevin Wheeler was talking about this on KMOX. I want to talk about 213 Complex. They'll answer all your questions, and they will knock 30% off the price. Find your location at supplementsuperstores.com.
KMOX welcomes Trans-Siberian Orchestra and their monumental tour, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, to Enterprise Center December 23rd at 3 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. A portion of the proceeds benefit Siteman Kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. And right now, Trans-Siberian Orchestra is offering their lowest ticket price in years, starting at $55, including fees, only for a limited time. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. That's right, weight loss seminar at the Marriott St. Louis West in St. Louis at 11 a.m. Registration 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
For all station contest rules, go to KMOX.com/rules.
Welcome back, DGS 352. Matt Pauley's going to join us at the top of the hour. Just kind of hang out, talk a little sports, just mess around. Wheels, you're very good at live endorsements.
I try.
I wanted to say that publicly.
Well, the truth is, because I wouldn't do things that I didn't like. Like I wouldn't accept a client that I didn't like, that I don't work with, that I don't think is good. So that makes it easy.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
So I think everyone knows by now, Pete Hegseth gave a dog and pony show to like 800 generals, and it was anti-woke and all this stuff. And one of the lines that everyone's talking about and playing is he said, nothing looks worse than a military formation full of fat soldiers. And I'm tired of fat generals at the Pentagon and XYZ. And I had a different take than I'm sure everyone else, because I always think through the lens of comedy. And I just thought, that out of 800 generals, there's a number of them that are uncomfortable about their weight. And that even if they're not fat, they are trying to lose some weight. They had to just feel like crap, right? Do you think they're like looking around to see if anyone's looking at them?
I bet they're not thinking they feel like crap. They're probably thinking, dude, I've commanded troops for 40 years. Who are you to say anything to me? That's what I would be thinking in that spot. Like, I did my work already. I was already a Marine. I was already a soldier. I was already a sailor. I commanded battleships. I commanded troops in Afghanistan and in Iraq. Who are you to talk to me? That's how I'd feel about it if I was in that position. Like, if you and who cares if you're not going to be on the battlefield? What's the difference? The whole point of being in leadership and being a general is that you're the smartest ones. You're the experienced ones. You understand things. It's not about whether or not you can do 50 push-ups. And the idea too, like I found the weird thing about it, because again, I'm obviously never been in the military. My dad was. I grew up around it. I respect it. I love it. But war is not what it used to be. What do you think these guys are just going to line up on a field against some other army and just fight? That's not how it is. It's drones. It's fighter jets. It's battleships and destroyers. It's carriers and technology. It's not going to be like World War I in the trenches. And by the way, the guys that do that stuff, they're already the best of the best. the Rangers, the SEALs, the Green Berets, all those, tier 1 assets, they're already the better than anybody else. So I didn't understand it. I thought it was a lot of show. And for a guy that clearly bases a lot of his self-worth on his own appearance, I didn't get it. I think you're putting on a show for your people as opposed to the real dudes that are sitting down there. All those people are senior officers. They all did more than you in the service. Served longer, served more, did harder duty. And you're lecturing them?
It's a good take. Tell you guys about the Gelman team. Things are changing again. A year ago, I was telling you that things were